Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Brewfest madness. I am being good, and I'm actually getting the top of the hour. Getting the top of the hour event in as well as the other ones, because we need lots of mog from these. And you know, there'll be some charts and stuff too. Did I get my pretzel? I did get my pretzel. Someone's waiting for it. This morning I think I'm on a shard with people on it, but it's not like jam-packed, so I guess we're gonna be doing our best to get as many of these things done as we can. I was farming ingredients for a little bit, but now I'm cooking just to make sure there's things to be delivered. Chef hat as big as the gnome. Yeah. That's where you fit your extra gnome that's telling you how to cook. You know, it's like Ratatouille, but just with more gnomes. Sometimes I wonder if maybe you're not better off just like farming mats to dump in the cart to fill up the thing, because somebody seems to have gotten a lot of those and it looks like it's going better than whatever it is I'm doing over here. I don't know that it's like important that all three things get done. It's just that you've got options. Let's see. But you know, how is it going to be Brewfest if we don't have any brew? How you guys doing today? Get a hazel stream while I pack for my trip to go see the Sleep Token concert. Oh, fun! That sounds like a lovely time. Oh, hang on. Ooh, pops. Morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where it is where you are. Morning, Nordrissel. Thanks very much for the bits. Oh, man, I'm just inventing where to put these hops in. Hang on. There we go. Talked a big game about how the people need brew, and I don't know if I'm going to be the hero that they deserve right now. Hops. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there's stuff over here. That's all right. That's all good. Oh, they're going to fill it up. That's fine. No problem. No problem at all. Anyone need serving? Yeah. Yeah, there's someone who wants a pretzel. Not too bad. Anyone else want a pretzel? I'm just assuming. Nope. Getting carried away. So once they have their food, they leave. I guess maybe they just came for lunch. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a nice day today. Katie cat. Oh, sorry. I know. I left a newspaper there. I know I was shredding it for worm bedding, but I didn't think that you might trip on it. You want to come up? Nice and warm in my lap. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. I don't know that anybody wants this pretzel that I have. I could eat a pretzel. Can't get any of the other ones to work except for the cooking, so I just do that. I too go to festivals, fairs just for the food. Yeah, it looks like we're done here anyway, so we'll just hang out and wait for a couple of minutes or until it decides that it's time. Oh man. I mean, freshly made barley porridge? Honestly, it doesn't sound that bad. I used to make a pearl barley soup that I had a recipe for when I was a kid, and it was pretty good. You don't think it's going to be delicious, but it is. Hi, Miss Kira. Hello. How are you doing this morning? You looped back around. You were following me for a while. I was getting ready. I was getting my big, thick, warm socks on. And you were just right behind me like a shadow. I think you wanted me to stream. I think you were trying to herd me over here so that I could have a lap and you could be nice and warm. Because it is a little chilly. It's definitely, the fall weather's definitely setting in. It's funny how it happens like overnight sometimes. Like you'll just have like weeks and weeks of like hot, warm, sunny. And then all of a sudden it's like, you know what? That's over. We're done with that now. Hi. How you doing? Today, aside from doing this event every hour, in hopes of earning, let me get my little list of the stuff that it was giving event completion. I need 9 more items, they're saying. From this thing, 3 things from the blue one. Oh, no. I need 6 more items. It's just that these 3 also have a chance to drop from the epic cache. That's the way it works. And then there's 3 blue pieces of transmog that we could get as well that are only from the epic box. All right. I gotcha. So I just need 6 things from this hourly event. I also have yet to try my core and dire brew for the day, so we can do that for a chance at that Brewfest bomber. That's what it was called, something like that. And there's our friend. And then aside from that, we need 1,000 more Brewfest tokens, which I have the utmost confidence that we can get today, because we got about 2,000 tokens yesterday on stream, and I have plenty more characters to keep doing what I was doing. So I think that we can get this pretty much done. At least the things from the vendor, which is the big grind. And you can look, 15 tokens. Oh, I got the belt. Yeah, so that pops it out of there. And then this one. Oh, I got the crusher. Hang on a second. Yeah, okay, never mind. There's more items that I need. I'm thinking this list isn't very big. Those are only the things my priest could use. I didn't have account mode on. I was like, where's the crusher? There's the crusher. Okay. So I got that, which is good. Is it awesome? Yes, yes. Ooh, it is too. It's got little lightning effects on it. Yeah. Someone might use that. Maybe I'll make a dwarf warrior or something. I don't know. And then there's a crossbow, which is pretty sick as well. Okay, so we're not done with this yet, but that's fine. Got 15 from there. I'm going to do my Corn Dire Brew for the day on this one. I suppose I'm going to be doing it on a bunch of vaults. I don't need to do it again here, but why not? Is the event once per day per character? It is repeatable. It's definitely repeatable. I was reading some comments in Wowhead. Oh, thank you. That were indicating that it might be... Thanks. I was reading some Wowhead comments that were indicating that it might be better chance, or like a guaranteed chance at Mogs on your first event per day per character. So I'm probably going to cycle different characters through for like the 10 and the 11 and the 12 one. But you certainly can repeat it and you can get the bags again. So it's just kind of I don't know if it's confirmed or not. Yeah, first completion per day per character. That's what I'm gonna do, anyways. I have enough characters that it's no real harm to do that. I'm kind of shocked this hasn't popped yet. Normally the healer. There we go. I just had to complain about it. Normally the healer queues are pretty quick, huh, kitty cat? Hi. You want double hands? Keep a little fort. It'll be good to get done with this because then we can figure out we can see how many more alts we can finish leveling to 80 before Legion Remix comes around. Okay. Crack that open. No amount. 12 tokens though. No. Not the end of the world. And I think I'm gonna fly her to Ironforge so she can just dunk her tokens for the day. So that's just an extra 27 to, doesn't hurt. Oh no, my Anubisath idol expired. Nobody wants to buy it. Whoop, there we go. So I think that my Gnome Warrior is next on the list for doing the little trio of intro quests that we've been working on. I think I'm going to keep timing it because that was pretty fun. I was enjoying that. Here, what if I deposit like 80k? Yeah. Now it looks like I have some gold again. Yeah, so 2232. I think I may need 3300. There may have been one more item that I did not get from before that I might need, but we're just going to go for 3200 for now and then see where we're at. And I think this one's next. Tired person here too. Hello. Hi, weekend soon. Hello. I hope your week was all right. Happy Friday. I hope your weekend is filled with all of the rest and relaxation that you can fit into a couple of days. And pour some tea. Upgrade my heirlooms, because every time it can be bought with holiday currency, it makes me think I need gallons of currency. Oh, yeah. Well, do you try to get all of your heirlooms upgraded? I've always just got like a set for every sort of armor type and like weapon setup. Like I make sure that every alt that I could possibly make would have a full set of heirlooms upgraded. But there's like a lot of dupes, there's like a lot of extras that you don't necessarily need. Yeah, sure, I'll just tank you for it. That's fine. So our step 1 is to send the character to Ironforge. That's right. That's what we're after here. Go to the gym tomorrow morning, but otherwise, yes, lazy is the plan. Hey, sometimes a good workout, like at the beginning of like a lazy day, is perfect because then you can really relax for the rest of the day because you're like all good and cozy and sleepy. We're going Ironforge, that's right. Get this character started. Little peppermint tea. We're not getting our heating system installed for a couple of more weeks just because of the way it worked out, which is fine. But I feel like I've been training for this for years because every year I always used to play chicken with how long I could wait before I turned on any of my heat, and then see how long I could get by with just like sweaters and tea and hot water bottles and whatever. And now all of that practice is gonna come in handy because it's a little chilly. Although honestly, it's always cold in the mornings, even with fancy things like indoor heat. I guess I'm technically tanking. I did sign up to tank with no real intentions of actually doing it. We've really fallen quite far from yesterday, but I don't think this guy's really bothering anybody. There we go. Pick that up. We've got Dire Brew's keg, which is the main thing we're in here for. We've got just about another week before Twitch drops start in October, too. That'll be kind of fun. Alright, so 12 tokens from that. Oh, I didn't time it. I was gonna. 40 tokens from that. Pick up the pink Elec thing. In the meantime, we can do this. We can do the cooking intro thing. No big deal. This character is wearing like a weird mix of leveling transmog. She's 75. Yeah, 75. Have to think about which characters I want to finish leveling before. Well, I was gonna say before I get all my crackling shards, but we haven't gotten any of our crackling shards yet. Sign up as a ret tank, figuring if anyone can pull off of me, the boss is gonna melt anyway. Yeah, that's fair. And sometimes holiday bosses are tuned in a way that they like present a challenge. I've definitely in my lifetime seen some Apothecary Hummel fights where people were signing up as healer without healing or signing up as tank without tanking that were like actually wiping. But this time around it doesn't seem to be the case. I'm sure there would be a combination of characters somewhere that would run into that problem, but I'm actually not so sure. Every time I've done Dire Brew, regardless of who's there, it seems to just kind of fall over. Which is fine by me. Oh, I love Rogue League. We're not quite bored of this yet. I'm not quite bored of this yet. I'm getting there. But we're 2/3 of the way through, so this should be not too bad. Hoping to get it done within the first half of stream. Plus, we're all, we know where we're going now. We've gotten real good at the whole pretzel thing. Hi, Moose. How you doing, buddy? How are you? Hi. You staying warm this morning? He got on the couch with me this morning while I was having breakfast, so I got to have my morning with Moose. He hasn't wanted to cuddle with me on the couch since we moved, and I didn't know if it was like because we were warm or because things were different, but he used to do it pretty regularly, and I didn't know why he didn't want to get on the furniture with me anymore. But this morning he was like, you know what? Yep, I'm getting up there. Budge up. Scooch over. Let me in. Moose coming through. Hi. You can't. Oh, you can kind of see his tail a little bit. There's a happy dog there. So you have to take my word for it. When did you get so many tokens? Thank you so much. We did yesterday. We were doing this yesterday. And I'm finally putting my legions of random ungeared alts to good use. Hi, sweetie pie. There's a bed in here if you want. I bet this room will warm up extra fast if you're in here with me, buddy. You and me and kitty cat. There you go. Alright, paying attention. I've been assuming, and I think it's true, that you can only use the button that is lit up for how many hops they want you to add. And it seems a bit random. Love Warrior for this. That's good stuff.
Great to meet you.
What brings you here?
One pretzel for you.
Hello.
And we're done with that.
Well,
So now we need to do Pink Elix, which means heading back to Stormwind, which means I've been doing Dollar on Hearthstone. You'd think that I would have Stormwind cloaks in these characters, but a lot of them are ungilded. For some reason, I never put a lot of my alts into my guild, so they're just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. This is why I just don't track heirlooms and all the things. Determined to never level up my heirlooms. How many are you getting per new welt? Between 140 and 150. My chosen route here is to do the Pink Elliot quest, to do the one run of Corn Dire Brew to get his keg, and then to do the cooking intro quest line. You get a variable amount of coins from doing Corrin, like the actual daily chest will give you a variable amount, so that's what accounts for the variance there, but I find that I can do it in just shy of 10 minutes. Horde or lines, faster if you're on a mage, because of the porting around. And yeah, 140, 150 or so per run. So this is what I was doing all day yesterday, because it's still a lot of characters. Like, it's still a lot to get 3,200. But I think, like, tokens per hour, this is about as good as I'm going to get. I know some people are doing brew tabs, but at 10 tokens per brew, you would have to be able to hit up, like, 14 ins within 10 minutes. And maybe you can, but it just sounds hard. It sounds harder than this. You're the coziest person ever. I'm dressed all cozy this morning. I'm trying to... Whoa, I forgot to take off my goggles. I'm trying to stay warm, so I got my warm sweatpants on. I got my pullover sweater layers. I got my big, thick socks. I went to, at one point in my life, I went to a hardware store, and I went to, like, the workman socks for, you know, people with, like, real jobs. And they have, like, these super, super thick jobs for people that are, like, working outdoors during the winter and stuff. And I bought them for sitting on my sheltered butt at my desk when it's a little bit chilly outside. Sweater's given Christmas season. I like this one. Continuing to test the statement that the mount can only drop from the first kill. You'll have to keep me posted. I guess I'm sort of doing that as well because I'm repeating the Corrin kill. But I'm not exactly repeating it for the mount, but it would be exciting if the mount dropped. That would be good data. I call them big kid jobs. How's the HVAC situation going? It's good. We have a plan now. We have a plan. I've started sending them their deposit. I think we have install dates. They're just not for another month or so, which is good because it gives me more time to get I have the money, but to, like, move it to the relevant accounts and stuff, to get that set up. So it's good. It's all under control. It's just going to be a little chilly for a while. I could always start a fire. I have a wood burning stove. It's in excellent condition. I'm in full possession of my wisdom and faculties. I should be able to figure it out. Yeah, so there's 147 tokens. So what I'm going to do at this point is honestly just Hearther, because I don't think I'm going to do the event in this character. Good community to test the theory. Call them big kid jobs. I'm pretty sure they would kill me. I think that however many years, 2013, 12 years of doing this has really ruined me in terms of what I consider to be hard work. Don't get me wrong, I do things occasionally. You know, we're not doing nothing, but some days we're not doing much. We're gonna put those charms into the bank. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I like going into the elements recreationally. I would not have as much fun if I felt that I did not have the option to leave. We are gonna dunk those in. Puts us up to 2379 and another character. Oh, this is nice on my hands. Oh, a mage. This will be nice and fast. Oh. Hello, hi, Fausty. How you doing? Happy Friday. Hope your weekend's about to kick into whatever gear you prefer your weekends to be in. Teleport to Stormwind? Nah, it's fine. Teleport to Ironforge. I'm a mage. I can do that, right? Not portal, teleport. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I had it on my bar after all. There's Ironforge. I am, however, dramatic. And picking tomatoes when it is above 85 Fahrenheit feel like crying. Oh no, that's smoking hot. That is way too warm. Oh man. I'm trying to think of anything more encouraging to say than it's just going to get worse with age, but that's the only thing that's coming to mind right now. My tolerance for extreme temperatures is slowly eroding year after year, and my reports that I've had from folks that are a decade or two ahead of me indicate that trend will continue. Sun too hot, internet comfortable, outernet warm. Frost Mage feels like playing a Hunter alt for me. The Ice Lances are nice for farming. Oh. I can never figure out Mage because I never put the effort in to try. I don't know. I have like a mental block about it. I've just decided that I'm too dumb for it, which isn't true. I'm capable of most things if I put my mind to it, but I'm stubborn enough to not put my mind to it. So I just kind of press random buttons, or the one button, you know. Mages fail me because they're not a pet class, so I'm never going to be fully invested because they do not satisfy my chronic need to have company. Hello, Hazel, and hello, chat. Dorta, how do you feel about fishing World of Warcraft? Are you passionate about it? Have it leveled on every character with all the special fishing stuff, or do you just do it when you have to? I'm not that passionate about it. I would be very impressed by someone that has leveled fishing and maxed out all of their fishing equipment and whatnot on every character. That would be really a lot. I like having fishing maxed out and a reasonable amount of fishing equipment on my main character, and then I'll usually, if I mean to go fishing for something or another, I'll do it on my main. I really liked having the Saturday fishing derbyshire. I know. I liked having the Saturday fishing event in Hallowfall because it was kind of like a good structure and a good reason to do a bunch of fishing. I like stuff like that. When I'm just kind of fishing for gold, I always get insecure that I'm not doing it good enough after a while. And then it's nice. I like a good fishing farm. But I don't do them like all the time. Love your Panda Mage. I like Frost, but I'm sad they got rid of the Water Ellie. Make sure I loot the thing. And leaving group. Problem is I sleep better in a cold room, even if it doesn't feel comfortable consciously. Oh yeah, me too. I will, even, not quite in the dead of winter, but even sometimes in the dead of the winter, leave the bedroom window cracked for some cold air overnight. And as long as I can kind of contain that to the bedroom, I feel like it's fine. That is actually not an upgrade. Interesting. Okay. I guess it's because she's level 70. So we were... I do have Dire Brew to turn in, but we're going to just continue cooking here. They want us to make some pretzels. Rip Water Elemental. Derby. Trying to get professions and achievements done, and it is a lot. Everyone complains about current professions, but the daily cooldowns from old professions are just as bad, if not worse. Oh, yeah. Cold helps you sleep. Yeah, it's like a thing. There's something to do with like your body temperature falling, which is why if you get your body temperature a bit warm before bed, and then you go to bed in a colder room, like maybe you take a hot bath, and then you get ready for bed and you go to bed, something about your body temperature's average falling a bit can help induce sleep. I know I get like extra sleepy if I like take a warm bath and then I take the dog outside before bed. The cool air just like toasts me, but maybe it's just because I read it somewhere once. Oh, getting too far. Getting carried away from myself. We're still making soup. We're not done with this yet. And the recipe collecting. Yeah, no, that's like a really intense thing to be doing. I haven't done it for sure. I feel like I can't breathe if it isn't completely icy. Wish we didn't have to use the AC still, but unfortunately a night's still a must here. A lot of you guys still got really hot weather out, eh? What am I doing? I'm bringing this to the table, that's right. And then we're making the brew. Pleased. I made salmon for dinner last night. It turned out pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. That firecracker salmon recipe doesn't let me down. In Boston, been going from 60 to 80 Fahrenheit, but also very humid. Ooh. Man, it's almost October. Is it normal to have heat this late in the season? Or is it just one of those things that we've decided is just happening now? 90% humidity. Oh, no, that's too much. Sweden's like, whatever, averaging around 15 during the day, 5 during the night. That's just about what it's doing here. It's maybe not quite that cold at night yet, but it's nearly there. I'm in Florida, so no comment. Oh, right, yeah. Here's a question. I'm actually genuinely curious. What's your favorite thing about living in Florida? There must be something. What do you love most about it? 90 degrees in Texas. I know people like to complain about it for various reasons, and I'm sure they're all valid, but I want to hear something nice. What are we doing? We're serving pretzel next. That's
How
right.
are you?
Don't mind the heat, just as long as it's not humid heat.
May the stars guide you.
Since global warming's gotten worse, it's made it so December's more of a fall month rather than winter weather-wise. Interesting. I don't live in Florida, but I really want someone to say that they love alligators. Alligators seem neat. Oh, the winter beautiful weather does help make it bearable. Here there's no income tax in Florida? Really?
And we may be with
Guessing the answer to that is no winter. Live close to Orlando, near the theme parks, which is nice.
Welcome.
Loki, same. Barely snows here during the winters anymore. I miss snow if I don't get it. In Victoria, sometimes you would get snow and sometimes you wouldn't. And I would always feel like a little bit let down if spring came around and we didn't get at least one snow. That always got me a little bit. So now we're doing not Wolpertinger's Alex. And being a mage, I can just kind of port there. So what is the weather like in winter in Florida? Is it different? It must be different than the weather in summer. Is it just like what the weather is like in summer here? The older I get, the more I love all the seasons but hate the worst part of them equally. Last huge blizzard we had in like 2021, 2022. Not humid, 65 to 75. Oh. Yeah, so like summer. It's like summer here sometimes. It does get hotter than that. But sometimes it doesn't. That's funny. Minimal rain. Yep. Oh, man. Pop our goggles on here. Cold, but no snow. Not last year. New Hampshire has no state income tax. Not sure about Florida. Oh, yeah, I guess all of you guys have to pay federal income tax still. That would make sense. It's been a while since I did taxes in the States, but I do remember there were 2 things I had to file. Okay. And then we're taking this off. We're going back to Ironforge, which is handy dandy when you're a mage. Yeah, she's alright. She's fine. I haven't deleted her, so she's got that going for her. Her name's cute. She's Primrosy. Snowed in my town, which did not happen since 1989. When I moved here 10 years ago, Florida was also cheap, but not so much anymore. No. I've heard that about a lot of places that used to be kind of like a famously low cost of living where they don't even have that anymore. Love the NH motto of live free or die. NH. New Hampshire. Is that the New Hampshire motto? I guess I don't know a thing about New Hampshire. If you asked me to put it on a map, I would throw a dart at the map and I would be like, yeah, that's close enough. That's about what I've got. Which mount is that? No idea. I've got random favorite mount up. I don't know what I was on. If you describe it, we might be able to guess.
How are ya?
It's on the license plates. Like on their cars. You're driving your little, you know, Hyundai Sonata down the road and it's like live free or die. That's fun. What am I doing? Am I done? Yeah, 150 tokens. I'm done. So we'll just pop her back to wherever she came from. Yeah, sure, Stormwind, that works. Get the mild winters, snows, and then rains the worst. My house is almost tripled in value, which is nice, but it also means I can't move elsewhere because it also went up. Grew up in Victoria, and one thing that I loved was standing in the wind at the top of the cliffs and being held up right by it, and then flying kites at Clover Point, which is by our house. How you farming the tokens? I am taking different alts through three main sources of once per event per character tokens. So I'm doing a Corin Brew kill to get his keg and turn it in. I'm doing the cooking intro quests, and I'm doing the Pink Elliot quest, which I think for EU might be something to do with leaks. I think they still have it. It would just be called something different. And about 150-ish tokens per alt, and it takes about 10 minutes. I'm going to time this next one. Whenever I look for apartments that are the same size, if not one more bedroom, they're all 2K plus, while my apartment has stayed at 1K. Or 1.5K, yeah. There we go, this one. Would love to move to Massachusetts for reasons. Isn't feasible near term. Yeah, it's hard when you've been if the place where you're living has like reasonable limitations in how much they can raise your rent in a given year, and you've been there for a long time, you can end up with like a grandfathered in rent where like it's really hard to move because you just save so much by staying where you are, relatively speaking. It's dog bath day. Dog bath day. How many dogs are you bathing? I am going to Iron Forge. Oh yeah, that's right. Setting a timer. Setting a timer, making sure that I'm not lying here when I talk about sub 10 minutes. And we're going to set the timer. We're going to pop ourselves into a queue. Does kind of count on you getting this queue in less than 10 minutes, which usually you do. 4. I hope you got a good apparatus, a nice little dog bathing setup. Do the dogs number 3 and 4 get freaked out by the reactions of dogs number 1 and 2? Was considering moving to Maine or New Hampshire. Can't commit to that yet. Some friends living in Vancouver that have managed to keep their rent at $900 a month. Seems insane. Would live there forever. Yeah. that would be something. Yeah.
Hello?
I moved around a few too many times in that time period in the last like 10 or 15 years to keep anything grandfathered for that long.
Keep your feet on the ground. What can I do for you?
There we go. And getting these 5 things of supplies. Tub, suction cup, leash, bath hose made for dogs, nail clipper, soap, and conditioner. Nice. You're about to have some nice smelling puppies. Even if they're all puppies. I love clean Moosey after we give him a nice bath. I haven't finished the bottle of puppy shampoo that I bought when he was a little baby. And it's like a cherry scent. And he smells so good. He smells so yummy when you finish giving him a bath. At least once he dries. He smells like a wet dog after you finish giving him a bath. But once he finishes drying, then he smells yummy. There we go. Here's that one. Yeah, they stink right now. Mortgage went up over 1K. Taxes. Oh. I've heard horror stories of people whose like monthly payment like hikes majorly because of taxes, but also because of sometimes people get really toasted by their homeowner's insurance if they don't shop it around. I've heard that can happen. Dog who sheds a lot just got a de-shedding treatment for the first time, and oh my god, there's like no hair. It's incredible. Is it just like a special shampoo? Because that sounds like something I need in my life. It's fall, so Moosey's blowing his summer coat. I think he's almost done. I think he's nearly finished blowing his summer coat. He's such a cute boy. Net linen.
What can I do for you?
This one. Need to know more about this witchcraft.
See you soon.
Maine is like the East Coast Oregon, or maybe Washington. We both get Portlands. And one Portland for me and one Portland for you. Not sure what they did. It was at a groomer. They suggested it. From my lengthy experience of watching The Girl with the Dogs on YouTube, which is, I know, a stunning qualification, she sometimes uses like a special shampoo that she says is a de-shedding treatment. So I'm assuming that that's like the deal. Is it like the shampoo, and then I know that some dog groomers will have like a high velocity dryer that, assuming your dog will put up with it, can really blow the fur off of them. What did I say I was doing? Oh, no, I'm done. That's it. Need 8K to collect everything. 150 per character. Doing this. This is not the only way to get tokens. There's also dailies. There's also inns that you can visit that have bar tabs you can pick up for 10 tokens each. This is not the only solution. This is just what I decided was the best tokens for time, because I have a lot of alts. 220 tokens per character by flying around the inns. Yeah, you can definitely get more tokens per character. This is just what I decided was going to be fastest. Shout out to Vanessa. How do you farm so many? Might start tomorrow. Want to be efficient? I have been doing the Pink Ellic quest, the cooking intro quest, and one run of Corin Dire Brew per character to get his keg and turn in that keg. You get 40 tokens for the keg. You get somewhere around the range of, I think, 50 or 55 for doing the cooking intro. You get another 40 for the Ellic quest, and you'll also get a little daily box with like 10 to 15 in it. So it's been roughly 140 to 150 per character. This one. And you get faster at it, especially the cooking quest. You get a lot faster at it the more times you do it. Mind you, all of these things that I'm doing here are once per character per event. So this strategy kind of necessitates a lot of alts. If you didn't have a ton of alts, you would kind of tap out after a little bit. And then need to do some other things. I just have buckets of characters from stuff, so I figure I may as well use them if I've got them. Okay, so we've been doing this for 5 minutes. We have that one done, so we just need to do Pink Elix, which means we're heading back to Stormwind. Maybe we should try using a leaf blower. I think people actually do that. Got so tired of the bar tab farm. If it was the only way to do it, I would. It's just, you know, we're already doing the tour thing for Candy Buckets for Hallow's End. We do it for Elders for Lunar Festival. We do it for Fires for Midsummer. I'm good, you know? If I can do it this way, this is good. This is working for me. Pet groomer and training, the magic is all in the prep work. If you don't have good prep work, then nothing else goes right. What's the prep work? I'm just imagining my dog and I studying for his exams. Alright, Moosey, you can get this. Check your notes again. He's taking a little snoozy nap behind me. Alright, bungles on. Pink Elix time. Wife was a pet groomer for 55 years. I don't think I could do it. I could do basic pet sitting. I can walk a dog. I can give it some food. I can give it some attention. That's about where I tap out. Starting at 13. Wow. Oh, nails, bath, blow drying. Gotcha. I thought that was the groom. That's pretty much all I do for my dog. I don't even blow dry him, honestly. I just give him a real good scrunch up with a towel, and then I let him run around until the wind gets him. Does not like the blow dryer, and I did not care to push the issue. Back to this way. Can't be 2 tons of towels. Oh. I'm sure there are situations in which it would be much better to... Its blow drying would be faster, but he usually dries pretty quick. Dry thyself, dog. You're going this way. That's right. That's right. Bottoms up. Alright, so this character, 7 minutes and 15 seconds, and she is done. She has 137. She's a little shy. I wonder, did I open my keg? I must have opened my box. I definitely did Corn Dire Brew, because I got my Tremendous Tankard here. Yeah, no. Maybe she just didn't get very many tokens out of it. Anyway, that's fine. That's close enough. Maybe there's like a 15 token variance and she just rolled low. We're gonna go to... Still not bad for 7 minutes. Oh, Sparkle Wings. Do I not have a Hearthstone on my bar? My goodness. I don't even have Tome of Teleportation up either. Hello? There must be a Hearthstone here somewhere. Here, use the explosive one. That's always fun. I'm sure one of those buttons in my bar was a Hearthstone. I live in the south. The sun will take care of it. I want to find the strength and the willpower to work in events like this. Trapped in the meta grind every time I get on. Yeah, because this is a limited time event, I talked myself into taking a break from the other stuff I was working on. Borealis, that's confusing. I must have been here for... I must have decided this was the place to be for something to do with Collector's Bounty. There we go, 2666. I didn't finish the quest. Which quest? Was it the cooking quest? Oh, I probably didn't finish the cooking quest. Yeah, well. Yeah, as long as they don't immediately go lay in the dirt. My childhood dog used to get the biggest zoomies after you bathed her, and she would tear around the yard, but then she would also like roll in dirt and stuff, and it was like, well, at least this is new dirt, I suppose, as opposed to layered amounts of old dirt. Alright, well maybe my 7 minutes and 15 was a little bit facetious then, so we're going to try this again. This character is Horde, so she's going to be using different ports and stuff. In theory, Horde should be a tiny bit faster. Oh, see you later, boo-boo. Peaceful doing this. Was proud of myself for doing Saturday fishing in Hellfall for a while. Plus the music visuals, so nice. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I'm not bored as long as you guys aren't bored. Making some good progress. I want these ones. I want to grab this. Look at these guys. And we do the cooking. Right, ingredients. Got all my cinder pollens and a shark. Very nice, very nice. It's a treat while I work in my office. Yay, dual monitors. Nice. I hope all of your Friday tasks go smoothly. Oh man, this hunter's bars are a real mess. We were talking a week or two ago about some add-on that would let me save action bar setups and talents and stuff across alts so I could more easily like replicate my bars across multiple alts of the same class. And I kind of like made a note about it, but then I forgot, but it would really do me a lot of good. I should probably invest in getting that set up because right now my hunters have bars that are like 80% common to each other and then 20% completely random, and it's just enough to drive you nuts. But short of like referencing a screenshot every time I set up their action bars, which is usually more effort than I'm in the mood to put in when I get on a fresh hunter, it would probably make sense for me to use computers for this job. That would be awesome. It was some alt add-on. BTW alts, maybe. Something like that. Oh, I should look into it eventually. Hello, Earth Dweller Derek. How are you doing? Earth Dweller Hazel here. I was going to say just so far at least, but I have really no plans to dwell anywhere else. I'm not... I'm not one of the people that kind of like aspires to live on Mars or in space in any meaningful capacity. I like Earth. I don't even want to go underwater. You could offer me a free plot of land in Atlantis and I would be like, well, I don't know. I like air. I like my games too much to leave. Doing well, returning to retail. Always love reuniting with your streams. Nice. Yeah, for remix we do have to make a new character. I'm gonna do a hunter. I think I'm gonna be, whoa, hang on. A Zandalari troll, a male Zandalari troll hunter. I think that's what I decided that I wanted. I don't have any male Zandalari trolls. And I think I could do some cool, like, dinosaur stuff. I could get some cool sort of Zandalari themed pets. I'm sure he'll look very out of place in Legion Remix, but whatever. That's fine. One shard away from Alanira? Nice! You're nearly there. There we go. That's gonna feel good. And then, oh, that's right, we gotta do the orders. That's probably what I did last time, is I turned in the keg and then I got distracted. Because now, this last one
I am honored.
is worth... Hang on.
For the Horde.
Yep, that's the extra 10 tokens I didn't get last time. That's what it is. Okay, so I'm still in Kiefer Corn Dar Brew. I've finished the cooking stuff, which gave me 55. So 55 is what you get from cooking. We're gonna go get another 40 from the Pink Elec thing. For Horde, what I've been doing, I flew to Thunder Bluff once, but it was too long. We're just gonna take the port to Undercity and pop the timeline back because it seems to be working for now. Last night, finally got the Breeze Biter mount. Oh, congrats, Haley! 73 attempts. Nice.
Farewell.
My UI profiles always seem to get mixed up on their own. You can call him Xander. Because he's a Xander Lurie. That's kind of cute. Keeping an alt in a low pop realm. Breeze Biter just flying around. I will have to remember that. That's going to come in handy. Portal to Silvermoon from Org. Yeah. Isn't this faster though? Because you can fly over here. We want to put on these guys. I guess if you're worried like I was the other day about this being phased, but These characters seem fine now. I don't know what their problem was around Hallow's End. Maybe something to do with the Hallow's End phasing. Because I do remember there was an era where this was, like, basically not usable because you had, like, it would put you into the battle era that phased out the phasing NPC. I remember that was a thing. And I hated it. I was so mad. And now, the tricky thing here is to make sure I take the correct port to Orgrimmar and not the one that takes me to the Howling Fjord. For Remix, I want to level a race I've never gotten to max before. Maybe human? Or an allied race. Mostly play gnomes. I mean, there's always mecha those, but... humans are really cool. I like humans a lot. Where do I pick up the Elec quest? Not seeing it. If you're EU, it might be called something different. EU has some kind of a reskin of Brewfest, as far as I'm aware. It's from the same guy that has the Wilpertinger quest, which I guess you might also not have. It's usually an NPC that is if you're adjacent to the intro to the festival. It's usually directly to the left if you're facing into the festival. But yeah, we were chatting about this yesterday, and it was the first time I had heard that you don't... that the EU is not, in fact, chasing pink Alex. Get something else. Okay, so there's our keg-shaped treasure chest. That gave me 12. Why am I so tall? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. We get our pink Alex. So this character is going to be finished in under 7 minutes, actually. Pretty good. Yeah, this is the NPC right here for Horde. So if this is the intro to the festival, it's usually this guy, Snipe Hunter Goro.
So be it.
And then he's gonna have the Dire Brew. And that puts us to 147. Perfect. Nope, not going back to Mudsprocket. What's are you chasing? I don't know. Vegetables? Something about leeks? L-E-E-K? Guy gives me goggles, not a quest, clears it up either way. Oh. There must be something. It would be so strange and annoying if it just wasn't available, because it's good tokens. They just don't have it? Well, then how are they supposed to get the 40 tokens per character per event? Is it just worse? There we go. They must have a replacement. I guess I don't know that for sure. I'm just trying to manifest it. I haven't played any EU. I wouldn't know. It would be really annoying if they had just carved it out and then not done anything different. So yeah, we'll take that port to Stormwind. Hazel! Hi, Corgany. How you doing? Happy Friday. We're gonna pop our timer on, see how long this takes us. Hello, my favorite WoW streamer. How do you do? Hello, Scarlet. I'm doing good. How you doing? I'm getting toasty. Hair looks awesome. Thank you. We are head this way. You can buy the pets directly from the vendor. Because it's the quest that I like having. We're going to make sure we're in queue. Because, yeah, if that's true, then the strategy would only really properly work for NA. You could do 2/3 of it, but not the third part. Doing okay. Taking a break from Crackling Shards until we're finished with Brewfest. But we should finish with Brewfest today. At least with the token grind. I am on track to get this wrapped up today. Do I have a pet or anything? I should spec into, it's fine. Wowhead says it's because those quests would break the ratings somehow, and as a German I feel confused we see worse at Oktoberfest. Yeah, I think EU media laws are maybe a bit different, and they probably just decided it was easier just to carve the whole thing out. Any idea when the new Demon Hunter spec will be in-game? Pre-patch? I feel like they said, I just forget. Is it... I thought it might be midnight pre-patch. You can buy them for tokens. Yeah, but it's not the pet that we're missing, it's the quest. It's the 40 tokens from the easy-to-do quest. And I know you can get tokens from other stuff, but I don't know, this has been really good for me. I'm quite pleased with myself about this one. 8K tokens. 3,200 for everything that was new just added this year. We do have the bubbles in the art quest, yeah. That was just 10 tokens, though. You missed the question. You have to fork out the tokens in the edition. How do you have so many? What am I doing wrong? Ram riding stops being fun quickly. I am doing Dire Brew's Keg. I'm doing the cooking intro quests, and I'm doing the Pink Illic quest, which I've come to understand is apparently a North American privilege, on as many characters as I can get through. I'm finding it takes me somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 minutes per character to do this, and it gets me between 140 and 150 tokens per character. It definitely took me longer at first, before I had done this a bunch of times, but we're getting pretty good at the cooking quests now. We more or less know where we're going, what we're doing. For if I was EU, I would basically, I guess, depending on how many else I have, I would try to do the same thing, but without the Illic quest, because it would save you some time. You would just be doing Dire Brew plus the cooking intro quest and a bunch of characters, and then you would see it would be faster, because a big part of what's taking time here is the Illic quest and the teleporting around. But the flip side then is that it would be 40 fewer tokens. You would be getting like 100 tokens in 4 minutes or 5 minutes instead of 150 in 8. Your shirt looks deering. Showdown is a quick 25 if your server isn't empty. Yeah, that's a big if, though. Question to you with bubbles, bit like skywriting. Yeah, we have that one as well. We also have that. It's a daily. It gives 10 tokens per. It's fine, but I don't feel that it's as efficient as this. Wow. And then we're gonna do brew. US allows this in media. You get banned the real world beer, Delirium Tremens, because the name references severe alcohol withdrawal. Oh. Yeah. Media laws like that are a bit funny. I understand wanting to have some amount of regulation over them, but I don't know that World of Warcraft was going to give anybody a problem if they didn't have one already. I don't know. Not an expert. Let's pop this on. Different quests, confused about the conversation. It seems that EU doesn't have access to all the same quests that NA does because of European media laws around alcohol. You guys are missing the Pink Illic quest. Or Europeans are missing the Pink Illic quest, it seems. I don't know. Apparently it's been this way for years. I never knew about this. I did not know. Give me Pink Elephant. I heard that you can still tame it as a pet. It's just the quest itself that is missing. Never knew. Back in the day, there was alcohol in the game that was shocking because children played WoW. I think that if games are like, you know, corrupting the youth, it's probably less about having an in-game beer, and it's probably more about in-game gambling and how normal that is. Not necessarily in the sense of like the slots and undermine or anything, but more just people getting real used to the idea of rolling loot boxes and whatever. I don't know. Yeah, Call of Duty. This one. I think we're ready to do the delivering quest.
What can I do here?
Keep your feet on the ground.
One order, please.
Can I assist you?
Got your pretzel.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
Parents drink casually, no problem. Virtual booze, Satan's work. Yeah. But what's funny is I feel like the other thing that no one was really talking about or teaching kids about was what something like alcohol addiction actually looks like, or how it functions in like average people, and what kind of effects it can have like on your body and your life and stuff. Like I feel like nobody really wanted to talk about that either. You know, like there's people that are really hell-bent on defending it or opposing it on both sides. It was apparently quite the fight for Canada to try to put like warning labels on alcohol about how dangerous it can be, or like about its cancer-causing effects, because nobody wanted to hear it. What did I decide I was doing? I think I'm done with that, so we're gonna do Pink Elix. I'm just sitting around here thinking. This way. Obviously the answer is to turn all the in-game booze into pictures of fruit. The Wolpertingle quest that's missing? You guys, I was told that you guys do not have the Pink Elix zapping quest that I'm just about to do. I could have been misinformed, but I heard from a few different people that this Pink Elix on Parade quest is missing, which is, it's a decent chunk of tokens, and it's part of what I'm using for my strat here. Thought that's why we got the glasses, no drinking involved. Yeah, that's what I thought too, but who knows? I still need the Brewfest RAM, and I'm not convinced that it's included in the new once a day system. Yeah, I don't, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know to what extent they grandfathered that in. The glasses and you? I don't know. Funny, the Delirium Drum and Spear has a pink elephant on its label. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Nah, you're fine. I'm just being picky about it because it's hard for me to hammer out what is and isn't true, because I can only see the NA version of the game. I don't have any U subs, so I'm just kind of relying on reports for what is and isn't there. I can't be super definitive about any of it. Now Kegor keeps spawning during his off hours. I found Kegor up during his off hours when I was on a really empty shard. I think that, and maybe there's some other bug that's also causing this to happen separately, but I think that if nobody does the event, he just hangs out until someone kills him. I think that can happen. You guys getting more tokens in, or do we have something else to gain this? I think maybe we're getting more tokens. I don't know. I was wondering if there was some like reskinned quest that was put in that would allow the same kind of token gain, but no one said anything to that effect, so you guys might just be a tiny bit worse off in this respect. Old Matt Wowhead says as many times as you want. New one per day per account. Gotcha. He's back. I think us killing him is not stopping him trying to hang out with us. Oh, it's 10 a.m. It is time. Actually, I can just do it on this character. Because she's done her cooking intro quests already. So we can go grab a roll if they want it here. I'm less worried about keeping track of which characters have done the cooking hourly, because I've come to understand that the rewards are once per day per character. So as long as I'm not repeating the same character on a given day. Yeah, so she's got her 148, so that was her round, but it looks like we're starting the event, so we'll just do it on this character. I don't see any reason why not. This will be for a chance that I need, I think, under 10, but more than 5 more transmogs from this. There's a handful of them. Is there a way to choose an empty shard purposefully? You could turn on war mode. You could definitely turn on war mode. I don't think it would do you a lot of good, though. I think a lot of the, I think being on an empty shard just makes it harder to fill up the bar, which gives the bags, and the bags are what actually has the loot. I think if you kill the boss and there's no, and the 7,500 bar wasn't filled, you're not really getting much there. Seems to be better to do it on a shard that has people. I'll do one more round of supplies. Maybe. If they're up. Maybe not. Maybe I'll help cook. Looks like they need beer. I'm on it. Yeah, there's definitely more sources of tokens. You can do bar tabs, you can do dailies, you can do mission tables. That's true too. There's definitely options. I have to talk to the thing. Where is your brood mount from? Love Witch's Sweeper. I think that was either Love is in the Air or the Trading Post, or it could have been the Cash Shop. There was also a Cash Shop Love Witch recolor set that I got. I think the pink one might have been Trading Post? Not 100%. One of my low pop realms will usually only get to the first, maybe second bag. I started joining groups on her. Was that working pretty reliably, the group thing? I want this salt, I think. With a bunch of people here, sometimes it can be a bit tricky to use the oven. Here, let me see. Mounts. Love. Witch. Sweeper. Yeah, love is in the air. Apparently a drop from Apothecary Hummel. Should be up in the spring. Let's get some soup. Mount drops in the first run of each day per account. Can you confirm this? That's what I heard as well. That's what I saw. I heard that that was the case. I've seen no reason to not believe it. Archon or Voidweaver Shadow Priest? Voidweaver, but that's because I am incapable of standing still during Void Torrent, and I get really tilted if I cancel a Void Torrent by moving. So as long as I'm Voidweaver, that can't happen to me. Tend to see only one group up at a time. Gotcha. Archon I like better for Raid. I found that if I'm subbing as Shadow Priest for Raid, I would rather be Archon than Voidweaver, because it's just pretty easy. It's pretty set and forget to just fire off your Halo during your little damage window, especially if there's ads, and just have at it. It's a little bit less fussy for a Raid fight. Voidweaver recommended, Archon more niche. Alright, looks like oh, I can't even take off the cooking hat. Looks like we're hanging out for a few minutes until Kegor decides to spawn. I should get a pet out, eh? I don't even remember what her pets are called. This is Gorla. This is a warlock that I made pretty much just because I had unlocked the red skin, like the Eredar Draenei, and I thought, yeah, alright. I'll make an Eredar warlock. And Gorla was bored. That's pretty much her only purpose. Here, she can dance on a table. They do look good. Yeah. I think she looked better before her hat. She's been wearing this mug for ages. This is, I think, Fire Plume. Yeah, it was like the skimpy version of the shop set. And then she's got Blood Hunter harness, which was Trading Post, and that's putting the tattoos on her. What's my pet named? Zadra. Couldn't tell you a thing about what I'm supposed to be doing on the Warlock, but that's fine. Did the exact same thing. Red Draenei look nice. I like Draenei. I like male and female Draenei. I don't have very many of them. You'd think I would have a Draenei Priest around somewhere. Sounds like me. Oh, I have a Draenei Hunter, actually. She's the one that has the butterfly pet. That was it. That was the thing. Hmm. 74.61% from Brewfest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more items I need from this event. Such a soft spot for it. This is the most boring part of Brewfest. Standing around waiting for the thing. What's our Hearthstone gonna take her to after this? That's Soulwell. That's the Warbank inhibitor, which I guess I can just use instead. Oh, hang on. We're going. We're mad. He dies pretty fast, but I have yet to actually struggle to tag him. I wonder if that does happen to people. I guess if you're like tabbed out or something, you could miss him. He's only up for a minute or so. Oh yeah, these bars are a real mess. That's okay, we can just incinerate and it'll count. Alright. Any luck? I got a blue shoulder cape, and that's it. However, that was one of the items I needed. Da-da-da. So the only thing I need left from the blue set is, well, or the set, or not the blue set. The only thing I need left is the basic kilt, the brown version of the kilt. we're missing from there. Takes her back to Lordanelle. What on earth? You know what? We're not gonna. Well, we should though. No, it's fine. We just stick the things in the warbank from here. Scales with people. That's good then. 28, 29.76. Perfect. We do this another like 2, maybe 3 times, and then we should be done. Pick out our next character. All I need is the offhand. It doesn't want to drop. Aw. Even get the same 3 bags, even if I miss hitting him entirely. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah. It seems like it's not going to be too aggressive to get all the stuff, although I'm saying that now. These blue ones don't seem to be that common. I guess I just got one recently, and that's why I'm all confident and stuff. Yeah, sure, why not? She's 51, but I don't think you need to be... I think you could be 10 and it would work fine. I'm sure she'll have all the portals she needs to have. Take a look at this. Get her started anyway. Way to unlock all the armor scabbards easily for heirlooms without using gold. No. You can do... I mean, you can use holiday currencies. You know, if you find yourself swimming in like time warped badges or Brewfest tokens, or a lot of the holidays will have the ability to buy those upgrades with holiday currency. I always found them to be grindier than gold to get, basically, in my own estimation. I always just spent gold on them. Just kind of spendy. You excited for remix? Yeah, I would say so. I'm kind of at a medium level of excited. I'm gonna play it for sure. Oh, I'm Horde. I'm going this way. Wow, I don't know what her bars are all about. Does she have like a speed set on or something? No, she has nothing on. Oh yeah, that's right. Horde characters get to do this right out front. This was an old druid that I had restored for some reason because I had some notion about it having like BFA Horde questing progress done, and then it turned out it didn't. But I had thought it worth a check anyway. So, this. I'm not in queue yet, but I think I'm gonna just get started here and then give it a minute or 2 and then take a break while the ad break's running so that we can kind of do both at once. Ironforge Brewfest just a bit more magical. Yeah, something about like a hot, dusty desert. I don't know. Doesn't really... What am I? I'm a resto druid. Oh, okay. I'm thinking, why am I doing no damage? I mean, this is fine. You'll need to kill like 5 mobs. Why are you getting 3,200 tokens? So that I can buy all the new stuff that they stuck on the vendor. There's a couple of new ensembles. There's transmog items. There's a new toy. There's a bunch of things on the vendor that they added this year, and I want to get all caught up. It's not the same fall feel in a desert. Yeah, yeah. Doesn't really seem like the place. It feels like it would get rather like sticky and dusty. This is probably the longest I've ever taken to fight the Brew Thieves. That's okay. That'll do. I don't know what I did with this character. Yeah, it's all good. Pick up this one. Okay, I am going to take a short break. I'll be right back. BRB. Okie dokie. We're back. They just announced Turbo Boost rollout between the 7th and the 21st. I thought we knew that. I thought we knew that it was going to be the upgrade levels right away at the 7th, and then they were going to do the, like the Dinar thing later. I guess maybe we didn't have a date for the Dinar thing yet. That must be it. That's good news. Thank you for all the guides you make for the event. I just want that barrel mail thing. I wish you the best of luck with it. Hi. Hi, Wired to the World. How you doing today? Happy Friday. For the dog bath day, we have lick mats with assorted yummy substances. Is there a yummy substance of choice? Oh, Kegor's just up. He's just here still on this particular shard. At least there's people fighting him, which is good because I would have 0 chance of soloing him. I managed to do it on a level 80 with like cooldowns and lust and everything, but I think this character's got no chance. I have no idea if they did the bar or anything like that. He just seems to be up. I have a feeling this isn't gonna give me anything. It'd be nice if it did. Yeah, no, nothing. Okay. We're making soup. Also, now that I'm back, we can stick ourselves in queue for corn. How often does he spawn? In theory, it's once an hour. The event starts at the top of the hour, and then after a few minutes of cooking, he rolls around and you fight him to finish the event. It does seem to be working a little wonky, though. It does seem like he's maybe sometimes, you know, visiting when he's not meant to be. Because outside of the event, he doesn't seem to do anything. He doesn't drop any loot directly, it doesn't look like. Whatever you have, using cream cheese, butter, sour cream, and peanut butter. Oh. Oh yeah, see look, he's back. He broken. He's not working correctly here. He should not be returning like this. No wonder people don't really want to fight him. I only realized yesterday EU does not have the pink Elec quest. I was so confused. Yeah, that's what people were telling me. It sounds like a huge bummer. You'd think they would have a replacement, but I guess not. I don't know why I don't have any healing buttons on my bar. Here. We'll do this one. I don't even have mouse over healing enabled on this character. Sure, life bloom. Take some of that too. There we go, it's all over. Got this keg. Did not know until I saw a YouTube short last night that hunters can tame the pink Elec in the dungeon. Yeah, I heard something about that. Kinda cute. There's that one. Yeah, sure. Pop the trinket on. Just finishing up with this, and then we're gonna need to do the Elec quest as well.
I am honored.
That one. Let me out of here.
What do you need?
Forward, I think will be nice and fast. Don't even get a replacement. No fair. Yeah. Seems a little unreasonable. 107. Yes, this character is going to get to 147.
Need help? Go with honor.
Oh yeah, this character's keybinds are all messed up. Morgan, thank you very much for the 31-month resub. Appreciate it. Lovely to have you. 3 months in advance? My goodness. Hope you're doing well. And we take our goggles off. We take the correct portal out of the Zeppelin Towers. Should be this one. Yeah. I don't know what my excuse was. It has like big flags and everything. Not paying enough attention. Curious to see how close I am after this. I think we're nearly there. Nearly ready to do our big, exciting moment of shopping. I'll have to dress up a character in some of this stuff. Otherwise, it just seems like we spent 2 straight days grinding it. Somebody's gotta wear it. One of these characters needs to put this stuff on. There we go. 147. Yeah, I'm just gonna go pop it back in the bank in Ironforge or in Orgrimmar. You can always do you can always war bank it, but this is fine too. Should be a bank right here. If they don't do any more holiday mounts, it feels bad. I don't...
Hey, how you doing?
I don't mind them on the new drop rate system. But I've gotten pretty laid back about it. I figure I'll do it once a day and I'll either get it or I won't. How close are we here? 3,123, so we definitely need to do at least one more time. Let's not do Moofy. Let's take... yeah. Let's do... I don't have any more mages, do I? Suppose this doesn't matter. Pick up my evoker. Somebody that can do a healer queue anyway. I mean, I'm sure lots of them can, but my new drop only mounts on the first run of the day. But I still take my alt old habits and all. Yeah, I've been doing a bunch of them just for the... You get quite a few tokens for just turning in the keg. I've never done Brewfest before. All the thing says I need over 10k tokens in order to get everything. I think for my sanity, just going to shoot for any pets, mounts, and then only the Dark Garden set. I think that's very smart. It's going to come back around every year. You'll have plenty of time. So we're going to do Strong Wind. I think this is our last little batch of dailies here. I might need another 100 tokens, but I think I'm going to keep getting them from doing my my daily mount attempt, and then for my hourly events. So I don't think I need to like really stress out about the last 100. Hi Jedi Bob, how you doing today? Happy Friday. Is it worth killing Corn just for the tokens? Mm-hmm. At least the first time per character. I haven't played my evoker in a long time. 61, not much time left. 12. We're going this way, that's right. I don't know why I thought either of those things were going to sprint me. Don't feel bad about taking years to get things. I'm still getting Shadowlands Animal Farm transmogs. I think a lot of people are. Jeez. I don't know, anime farm sounds fun. What would be the best way to collect a bunch of tokens? Log in with a bunch of alts, do the boss hourly event? Yeah, not a bad idea. I am using a bunch of alts to do the cooking intro quest lines. To do one run of the Dire Brew thing. Basically do one run of Corn Dire Brew to get the keg and turn it in. And then since I'm North American and I have access to the quest, I'm doing the Pink Elec quest as well, because that's quite fast. And that's giving me 40 tokens. They've reworked the quest, so it's quicker than it used to be.
What can I do for you?
So,
See you soon.
these ones.
Aye, watch your back.
We're going to do the cooking intro over here.
Well met.
We got a Shadowlands remix. The collectibles are so good. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping for a Shadowlands remix as well, because I think that short of, you know, changing my life and streaming like 8 hours a day, I am unlikely to ever get like fully caught up on, oh, I'm in retrospect. Oh, it's alright. I'm unlikely to get fully caught up on like Covenant transmogs otherwise. So I'm hoping that they one day do a Shadowlands remix, and that in that Shadowlands remix they give us access to all that stuff, because otherwise I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Poker's really cute. Thanks. I don't think I'm gonna give her any hair back. I think I like her bald too much. She's like a nice little memorial of when I was bald. Missed a little bit. Nice to see you finally swapped back to the Dragon Mender and was wondering when you ditched the dough. Yeah, Grateful Offering seems horrific. I used to just do that Kyrian quest every day, where you like assign whether people are like which area people are going to in their afterlife, because it was like a really quick quest. It was right near a teleport spot, and I think it was daily. So I would just once a day I would go do that, and it would give me like, you know, one quest worth of Grateful Offerings, like 5 or 10 or whatever it was, and then I would be like, all right, we're done. That's it. Haven't done that in a long time, though. I was pretty much just doing that during Shadowlands. Not bad now to me. Anima still is, though. Yeah, I've also heard 1 attempt per account per day for the new Brewfest mount. I haven't seen any meaningful evidence of people getting it past that, and I think it's intended to be once per day.
How are you?
Per account. Works for me. Dragons are just so strange and large. Hang on. There we go. That's better. If I can be in visage form, I'm a happier person. Because I mean, this was cute. I was all about this. But then, you know, you're Puff the Magic Dragon again. Trying to finish up mounts and achievements in Shadowlands. Working on Venthyr and the Party Herald. A lot of work. Is that the one where they changed it so you can do it daily now, where it used to be a weekly lockout? Or was that only for an event? I think they adjusted it so you can do it every day now. Love my visage mode a lot. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still sucks. I never did Party Herald. I did the mounts. I did enough to get the Countess's Battle Gargan or whatever, and then felt pretty accomplished and decided I was finished. I decided not to do the title because it looked awful. Daily, but still so much prep, yeah. A lot of currency to do it daily. I'm gonna be on the Siren Isle for like 4 years when I eventually get around to it. Like how all you guys are doing Shadowlands now, I'm just gonna be like out on the beach killing that tar elemental in the pit. Did Fagard instead of Venthyr. Lots of waiting and luck. What was the... Oh, Kyrian had Path of Ascension. That's right. I was like, what was the Kyrian one? Oh, yeah, it was that thing that we did for the Black Wings. Those were prestigious at the time. Sort of. People liked them. I liked them. My Shadowlands main doing Night Fae, which is done. Kyrian and Venthyr. Oh, yeah, and then A-Bombs had A-Bomb stitching. That's right. It's all coming back to me.
Greetings. Till next we meet. What brings you here?
See, Breezy is quick now? Yeah, because they made it scale kind of funny, so it scales with your character level now, so you do way more damage than you were originally intended to. Which is great. I don't feel like those achievements needed to stay hard. But yeah, it definitely was more prestigious back in the day. Okay, so that's finished. That's finished. We need to do Elix now. Yeah. Couldn't be bothered. Did normal raid tonight and finally able to see where I go wrong on Dimensius. It was bad to charge the ad in phase 2. Arms tossed me to the opposite side of others. Oh no. Yeah, that would suck. That would be no good. Night Fae for the whole Shadowlands didn't have much to do with the garden after the expansion. I definitely finished getting the mounts and pets or whatever from the Night Fae garden. I don't know that I got all the... I guess I don't know that there was transmog from it. I don't know that I got anything else. There must have been transmog. I remember doing it for mounts. That part comes to mind. Can I just like... Didn't I have... Where's Soar? That's Fury of the Aspects. I want to fly myself. Was it not Soar? Oh, there you go. It's memoration. Yeah. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's a little cooler. This is the only thing that makes it worthwhile being Puff the Magic Dragon. The worst thing with the wing cloak is that my weapon vanishes. Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen with all of like those funny cosmetic back pieces. They don't like showing weapons and them, especially if it's like a two-handed weapon. One slot left for Super Bloom winter leggings. Get cloaks every week. It makes me so sad. Oh, you're Super Blooming every week still. Wow. Yeah, for Legion Remix, we're gonna make a new character. Once you've done everything you want to in Remix, you can transfer that character back to retail, but it's a one-way thing. You cannot put retail characters into Remix. You must make new time runners to play. Brewfest started? Yeah, apparently started on like Tuesday or something like that. But we've got it for 2 weeks. Yeah, it started on the 23rd. Miss this evoker. Yeah? Never played any of the remixes, didn't know. You only missed one. You're alright. When will you bring her back? Bring her back to what? Look, she's right here. I didn't delete her. What else do you want? I think somebody knows what item level the remix characters will transfer back at. I forget. I didn't pay attention. Stream Alpha make YouTube videos? Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Is that it's I'm pretty out of the loop. I'm still trying to get caught up from everything. Things are just happening so fast. I feel like I can't I can't keep up. My brain won't hold it. I think it's next week. Yeah. Let's just get this finished. I think we're just about there. Transfer back at 655, more than boosted characters. 655 is right around what my last season alts are at, so I think that's a good spot to dump them into. If anything, they just need to update the boosted gear a little bit, but I don't know, it's not a huge problem on my mind. Like that mount. This was this wondrous wave whisker. Was that trading post or shop? I mean, wave whisker. Shop. That's a cash shop mount. There is a different color of it from the trading post, and then there was... Yeah, there is a different... Or no, the trading post one was a recolor of the other one. Never mind. I think this is cash shop only. I just needed the fishy. What are we doing? We are gonna go to... Where does her inn take her to? Dronagal? Box? Hearthstone? Yeah, remix October 7th. Mud Sprocket. Ooh. 6-month sub thing? Ah, that would make more sense. I'm thinking I haven't bought a cash shop mount in a long time, but I do have it, and I don't remember buying it, so I must have bought it. Because it says cash shop, but I have a 12-month sub, so anytime they give us those mounts, I just get them. There's a druid form for the wave whisker. Oh. Okay, let's see. 3270. Woo! It took exactly half the stream. We've been live for 1 hour and 34 minutes, and 5 minutes of that was intro. So when I said it was going to take about half the stream, I nailed it. Congratulations to me for being so smart. Let's pick up those tokens and do some shopping. You actually have all the tokens now. I think so. I think I might be like 100 shy or like 50 shy or something like that, but I'm gonna get more from doing the hourly events plus the daily mount run. So I think we're cooking. I got 3270. I'm gonna pick them up on my priest. We'll do a little bit of buying everything at once. That was not so bad once I really got down to it. I think we've been doing 4.5 hours of running my alts through those 3 quests to get all of the tokens. Not great, mind you. Still kind of annoying, but not as bad as I had in mind when I first heard about like 3,200 tokens or whatever. Okay, so this is where we're buying stuff. We have the ensemble vendor. We have...
Can I help you?
Let's see. I have everything here. I am not getting a Brew of the Month membership club. I have all of the pets. I don't need anything there. Here's the ensemble vendor. So we're getting pretty much one of everything. Barrel helm, beret, shoulder kilt. Do, 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 do. Oh, I must have bought that one already. Oh no, those are from previous years. That's why. I'm like, why do I have this? Oh, that's why. Yeah, I have all of those old ones. That's what I was missing. That's the thing that's for the extra 100 is the eye enhancing goggles. I'll worry about that a bit later. Because now I have 270, which is precisely enough for me to purchase the balloon. Perfect. Okay. So now we're gonna light the balloon. Pull that out. It's a toy, actually, not a pet at all. Brewer's balloon. Why won't you learn? I'm reloading. ATT expansion 7 for your Legion completion? Sure. Give me a minute. I'll do that right after this. Happens to me a lot lately. Yeah. There we go. Here, we'll just see if we can learn all of this stuff. Dark iron stuff. Kilts. Berets, shoulder capes. How come I don't have a male dwarf? That would be kind of cool. There's my brewer's balloon. Oh, it's kind of cute. It's got little balloon foam in it. Yeah, I don't mind that. Happens to me a lot. Gets me cranky for some reason. Brew of the month was cool in 2010. Yells at clouds. It would send you. You know, you get mail every month, and you're like, oh wow, did I sell something on the auction house? Nope, it's a bottle of wine. Oh, great. All right, so you want me to type /ATT space expansion :7. Legion completion. 48.69. 48.65. Oh no, it's going down. Just give it a second to think about its life. Don't understand why the balloon isn't a pet. Yeah, it's a bit funny. I don't really mind though. The balloon pets don't usually fight, so they just kind of clog up my pet journal. 48.5. Just shy of half. It's looking like. Lots of that being raid. Oh man, it can't even think about all this stuff. It's still thinking about it. Lots of stuff, just about halfway. Shadowlands completion way higher than Legion. What did I type for that? 8? Oh no, 8's BFA. Says around. Oh, that one's going up. 68, maybe 69-ish. 9. Ooh, Shadowlands below half for me. 40-ish% for Shadowlands completion. I guess that makes sense. I wasn't very thorough about the different covenants and armor types.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
All right. So in another 23 minutes, we'll do the hourly event again on a different character, because we still need stuff from that. Our Brewfest now is at 92%, which is much better. I still need the Brewfest bomber. I need to buy these once I get another 30 tokens, which I'm sure will be not a big deal. And then I think once I'm out of tokens, it'll stop talking to me about these Brewfest prize tokens. Dire Brew, yeah. And then these are the rewards for the event, the bags. Why does it say I need these Brewfest steins? I don't know. No. Good tip. Maybe depressing. Alright, well, I think this character is going to, I suppose, stay here. I don't see why not. I'm not going to do the event again today on her, but if I get another 30 tokens, I guess she could warbank them. She could warbank her tokens, and that whoever gets the 100 can buy the goggles that we need. And I think, I suppose it's time for my, hang on, pop that in. Time for my characters to start playing around in Isle of Dorn again. Although, you know what I could do, actually, while I'm thinking about it? We're going to cheat a little bit. Before I get back into Isle of Dorn farming for crackling shards, I'm going to real quick sneak out and try to do my phase diving weekly and my Ecodome box weekly. Just those two things. Because I haven't done any Koresh this week, and if I miss it, I'm going to be annoyed because those are just collectibles that I need to be keeping up with. Or that I would like to be keeping up with. So I'm going to do that on my main real quick. I think the steins are cheap. How do you get them? They kind of separate items when they're filled with each of the different brews. Is it just like a gold thing? Like, I don't really want them to have, but I wouldn't mind having them to get them off of my list. One more warrant for Vigilante. Oh, man. I got so lucky with that. This one.
As if we didn't have enough trouble. Now we
Want to do some
need
casual
back
Legion
up.
farming to save bronze. Not a
That
bad idea.
Master is from your world. You must know her insane
Pick
sorting
up
system.
this weekly. And then we want to do the eco one as well. I guess I'm not too concerned with I'm not super concerned with all the world quests and the rep or anything. I'm sure that just doing this weekly will get us the rep that we need eventually. How many tokens for everything?
Good.
3,200 is for all the new stuff that was added this year.
On your arrival.
If you're missing anything from previous years, though, you might be looking at more. I guess I'll just pick all of these up, and we'll do them until... We'll do easy things until we've got our Oasis bar filled.
I swore an oath to
Lots of
restore
options.
my word.
If I'm only missing one piece of a set, could save myself buying it. Yeah, running theory on the Brewfest hourly event right now is once per day per character for your chance at the rewards. So if you have a different character to bring through every hour within a given day, that might be a good idea. At least that's what I was reading in like Wowhead comments and on stream chat and stuff. Because of the hidden weapons and mop, I ended up having way more bronze than I even had to spend. Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see how grindy getting everything out of Legion Remix turns out to be, because I feel like we were doing Mop Remix for about a month. And then I stayed a little longer because I was trying to get some of the weapons. I never got all of them, but I got a chunk of them. The mount drops from the chest that you get for your first daily run of the Brewfest dungeon per day per account. So the first time you do Corn Dire Brew in the day, that purple box that you get, that has a chance at the new mount. The other mounts, I understand you can farm repeatedly. If you're missing the Ram or the Kodo, those I think you can spam. Like, you can run on multiple characters within a day to get, but the new Brewfest Bomber is once per day per account. If it's like last time, retail Legion instances should be daily lockout. That's something as well. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. They said something about accelerating lockouts. Bit more spaced out. We'll do much in every phase, then I play something else. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see what it turns out to look like. What? I can't Angelic Feather to pull this lap bug out of the vines that it got itself into? You want me to do this at regular walking speed? This thing can get 100k bronze from soloing a Mythic 20 or something. We should earn it fast. Maybe. Sometimes stuff like that gets discovered during testing and then it gets hot fixed. So that people can't just, like, immediately burst through the content. I know they want us to be able to zip through it, but I also don't think they want it to be over in an afternoon. No. What is it that you guys want to get out of Remix? Are you hoping for, like, just, like, some nostalgia of being able to kind of re-experience Legion? In kind of a casual pace, or are you just looking for the cosmetics? I'm kind of just after farming cosmetics. I only kind of liked Legion the first time. I'm not really all that stoked to be going back there. I am wanting it to be over. Open world sets are so bad to farm just for the mount. Toys, Paragon mounts, whatever Mog. Mounts and Mog, yeah. Don't really care about Mogs. Never got to play Legion. Be fun to experience it and get some cool cosmetics. Nice. Gotta catch them all. How many else do you need to get 3,200 tokens in one day? Hang on. I can do the math. Because I was getting about, let's call it 140. Conservatively. Call it 22? About 22 characters is, I think, probably about what I ran. That is with the Pink Elec quest. It would be more... Well, it depends on what you're doing on the character, right? Like, I was getting about 140 tokens per character doing Pink Elec, Dire Brew's Keg, and the cooking intro quest. If you didn't have Pink Elec, then that would take 40 tokens off each character, but if you're doing something else like the bar tabs, that would add like another 200 on. Just depends on what you want to do. So excited to get the Ashara Mog. Yeah, that one looks cool. Oh, my 400 mail. ARPG style progression. Wow, pretty fun. Not too shabby. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, no problem. It was under 10 minutes per character when I was doing it, so it wasn't actual. Like, it was a grind, but it wasn't bananas. Okay, 20% per daily. That's good to know. Do it, just Diabro in the intro, have everything except for a few cloth mog pieces, 1k more tokens, and it's fine. You don't want my Shadow Priest talents. They're a gosh darn mess. Go to Wowhead, go to the Shadow Priest guide, use those ones. That's pretty much what I do whenever I'm paying attention anyways. That is where all of my information comes from. I don't know anything new or exciting. I am not even remotely a theory crafter. So that'll get us to 60%. So I guess it's just a question of picking the 5 dailies that you want to do in a given week. This is easy, the bee dance thing. Guys on max roll. Oh. I hadn't heard of those ones. What class respect for Legion Remix? I was gonna make a BM Hunter. I was gonna make a male Zandalari Troll Beast Mastery Hunter. That sounded like fun. Hunters are just kind of cozy for like leveling and farming stuff with. Zandalari. Yeah, I figured it would be cool to do something that I don't have a hunter of yet. I don't have any Zandalari Troll. Well, I don't have a Zandalari Troll Hunter yet, and I don't have any male trolls at all. I do have a female Zandalari Troll Druid, but yeah, I can BM myself. Very chill spec. Great for solo anything, you know. Yeah, that would be cool if the racially gave bronze. I would be pretty surprised if it did. That would be a bit. I don't think I'm that lucky. Oh, this seems easy. No, I'm gonna do one more waggle dance. Jacob, thank you very much for the 50-month resub. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Man, they just want you to get like 80% of this. They are not picky. I am allowed to be a very bad bee. Made a BM Hunter recently, a gnome named Dilly Darling. No names parked for new characters. Not a clue what I want to name them. I was just going to wait for Legion and Remix to start and then hope that inspiration strikes me. I feel like that's where all my best names come from, is when I'm just staring at the character creator going, ugh. Gotta do something. Can't decide between Hunter, Mage, and Druid. Just trying to get girl. The names are not new though. If I can't get girl now, I don't think I can get girl during Remix because they're technically on the same server. They're just in like the time running instance. I don't think it's gonna be available. Okay, so we finished everything we wanted to do there. We don't need to do these. We can open our little ethereal cache. We got a cyan siphon mite, which is actually kind of a bummer. I already have one of those. Maybe I can sell another one. I think these prices should be plummeting any minute now. And I gotta keep an eye on the clock because I want to go back and do another hourly event at 11. So 12 more minutes. 3,000. Also, will someone take this Anubisath idol out of my bags? 1,000 gold. Gonna be an earthen? Don't have one of those. Would be nice for heritage. I think so. I think they leave all the races open. Alright, now we need the phase diving quickly. What do we like to do? We like to do world quests that require phase diving. Like that one. Community Discord for looking for people to do stuff with. There must be. We also have our own Discord as well. There's a Squirrel Squad Discord if you're looking for squirrels specifically. Oh, is the Tharbs up? The portal's up. Or are these portals always up? Maybe they're always up. Good after morning, noonish, Miss Hazel in the room. Darn it, I was hoping that Sitharbs would be here. Nope. Oh well. I've made a mistake. It's not what I meant to do. I needed to port. I needed to get into Face Base and port. I just got distracted by the portal. I thought maybe it meant that Sitharbs was up. I didn't realize it was there anyways. He despawns if no one attacks him, but the platforms stay. Oh. Oh, well that's a bit sad. Are you exalted with Emperor Xiao Hao and Timeless Isle? I think so. I think I did that. Yes, yes I am. I don't remember when I did it, but I vaguely remember doing it, so it must have happened. Why do you need 2 earthen? My 3 hunters undermine bombing pets you inspired. It's a lot of rep. Yeah, it is. It's kind of a chill grind if you're not fighting too many people for your mobs these days. Earthen mod set. Oh. I don't even know if I knew that when I made my my Earthen Hunter. Not that I finished leveling him, but Timeless Isle is a nice place to hang out. It's good vibes. I don't even need to kill this guy. Just stood in his way. I recall being excited that you chose Hunter. It must have been just luck. Trying to ignore Earth and stuff and all the things. Anytime I run across something in all the things that doesn't really speak to me, I just tell myself, I'll get back to that. You know, after I finish everything that sounds like more fun. And I kind of in the back of my mind know that there will never be a day when I've finished everything that sounds like more fun, so I can write things off basically indefinitely. But you know, if I ever did get to the point where I'd finished everything else, I suppose I would then do it, and it would probably be more fun by then, because then it would be the only thing standing between me and freedom to pursue a normal, healthy, adjusted life. We're gonna go. Riftbreaker. Up there. Got all the earthen questing done on Siren now, and it did not grant me everything properly. Oh, that's brutal. I am still tilted from when it did that to me with an Undermine rep set that I bought with resonance crystals. I'm still not over that. That's brutal. Maybe I should procrastinate that for like 5 years and hope that they get around to hotfixing it. Missing that one too. Oh. I kind of miss doing delves. I know I'm doing crackling shards technically, but kind of miss taking those portals and delves. I had a good couple of weeks in high level delves. With like a time to complete most things. 1,000 tokens, only 2,300 to go. You got this. Third of the way there. Actually, not more than a third of the way there. No, a third of the way there. Never mind. Took them 12 years to fix the PvP vendor set things. But, silver lining, they did ultimately fix it. Still one unfixed. Oh, well. There goes my silver lining. Maybe it's just gray. Maybe it's just a gray cloud with a gray lining. Okay, who else has phase done? Oh, the spear one. Okay. This will give me enough Koresh Trust rep just doing the weekly. I'm not buying the token or the augment rune anyway, so whatever. This one, yeah. 5 minutes. Ooh, good call. Good call.
Are a quagmire. Nothing coming in or
We can
out.
do this one real
Let's
quick.
sort it out.
I'm gonna bring Anthus maybe? Nah, I don't want to do it on a horde character. I like doing it on an alliance character. Especially because sometimes my horde characters are on 10 shards. You'll take a druid out there. Didn't have that problem with any sets from Op Remix. Thought it would be fine, but nope. Yeah, it's just such an annoying bug. Glad and sad to see there's no Paragon mount for Koresh rep. Is there anything from a Koresh Paragon cache, or is it just... I guess it's probably just like the other major renowns, just, you know, pet charms and gold and resonance crystals and whatever. Oh, making myself a little seasick. When renowned caches felt good. Well, they used to be harder to get too. I feel like nowadays you get so much rep from just doing regular weeklies and stuff. They just kind of happen. Honestly, I think that was my last. Oh no, there's one. There's one over there. Phase diving world quest. I don't have that many more. I guess you can do phase diving rares and stuff too. 3 minutes though. I'm gonna log over. Happy. Yeah. Your turn. I don't mind the hourly event so much. I like the part where you're helping to put on Brewfest. It's vaguely cute. I think actually she's probably gonna get enough tokens. Yeah, 70. Well, no, it's gonna give me 15. I'll be at 85. I had a brief moment where I was like, well, if you want to just buy the goggles and have done with it, but no, we won't worry about it. Not gonna worry about it yet. What does her hearth take her to? Dornigal. That's fine. We don't need to change that. I like being a raven. I love raven form. I think this is so cool. I could have almost been a druid main. If I had not been a priest main, I would have been a druid main because they also... I really like Resto Druid. I love the fantasy of being able to turn into like the different animals. It's the awkwardness of managing your form bars And then the fact that I didn't really click with any of the DPS specs. That's the thing that killed Druid as a main for me. I think if it hadn't been for those two things, it would have won out over Priest overall. How do you get that form? This one? I don't remember, actually. Or the Raven. I have not managed to get them out yet. Oh, the Raven. The Raven, I think, was a glyph that I bought on the auction house. Bastard choice. Worgen for the extra form? Yeah, I haven't gotten the Brewfest barrel bomber yet, but we'll keep doing her once a day. Wish I clicked with the Druid DPS spec since they're the best character for farming. Yeah, I don't mind Feral, but I know I'm not a melee at the end of the day, and then I really hate Boomkin. Not as people. Boomkin players are lovely people, but the spec and I don't get along. I'm crabby every time I make myself play it. It's never a good time. There's just something about it that doesn't work. Resto is great, but I have to have a DPS spec that I'm comfy with, because if something's going to be my main, I'm going to be doing a lot of questing and world content and world quests and stuff, and I don't like doing those without like a comfortable DPS spec. I know you can do some DPS as a healer. I don't like world questing like that. Keep wanting to main Druid because I love Resto and the animal shifting, but yeah. They just have so much more convenience than a priest, you know, like Dreamwalk and Flight Form, Herbing in Flight Form, Battle Res, being able to shift out of like roots and stuff, the general movement speed. Like they have so much going for them, whereas when I'm on a priest, you know, and I'm looking for like cool things that only priests can do, you're like, well, I can levitate. That's a cool thing that is shared by me and mages and anyone with a parasol. Honestly, the coolest thing that I think priests have these days is the cheat Death Angel form talent. That is new, but it is sick. Life Grip. Life Grip is not... Life Grip does not add much to my life. Life Grip is mainly a way that I get myself into trouble with my friends because I try to help them and I accidentally kill them and then they're mad at me. It's like a reputation decreasing machine where it decreases my personal reputation as a person with good sense. What am I doing? Cooking? Cooking. Just cooking.
I've the finest wares in the land.
Make some pretzels. They should give battle rest to every healer at this point. I wouldn't mind if they did. One of my guildies was kind of saying that they wouldn't mind if they gave battle rest to all the healers and then took it away from all non-healer specs, so that like your Death Knights and your Ret Paladins don't have to be worrying about it while they're in the middle of their lives. And I would be very much on board with that. I think that would be great. Happy when my Paladin got one. Life Grip is to mess with your friends. Yesterday it was a lifesaver and heroic fractalist. Too many pugs not paying attention to wall placement. Yeah, not bad. End up preferring my mage as well. I only use it to troll people. Evokers basically have a better life grip. Sort of, but with the evoker, the thing you have to be the evoker one is a lot more uncomfortable to actually execute in real life, because for priest you're just bringing them to your position, and with evoker you have to choose your target / victim and then choose the position and think about like the two paths in the way and where you're going to travel through in two paths. I think that in practical real life scenarios outside of just like a hypothetical argument, I think that that rescue is not as useful as life grip. Even if it is technically a slightly stronger utility, I think it's so annoying to use that it's not worth it. I at some point in being an evoker just took it off my bar. I just stopped using it for anything but catching people up on runbacks, because it was, especially in the heat of battle, if you're in an emergency, it is such a pain to try to do. Been enjoying hunter maining this expansion, but something is making me want to main something else now. Is it the fell wind changing? Not a fan of how other classes have gotten cheat deaths and stealth that used to be rogue only. I was gonna say what other classes have stealth, but I guess hunters get camo. And then, I mean, druids have always been able to stealth. Yeah, rescue secretly, a personal mobility spell that has a side effect on another player. You know what drives me nuts about evokers and priests is evokers use, I forget what it's called, but that cooldown that they have that reduces the cooldown of everybody else's mobility cooldowns. And as a priest, does it give you more angelic feathers? No! It reduces the cooldown on your life grid. Wow! Cool! You know, like, it just tilts me. Yeah, once the bar is full, no reason to do anything. You just hang out and wait for the boss. Luckily, it doesn't seem to take the entire... You don't usually have to wait the whole 2 minutes or whatever. It seems to kick in at some point. Maybe a minute early. I'm gonna pull up my balloon. That's funny. The balloon has a fixed position vertically, so if I'm up here, my balloon is always hovering at that height right there. I don't know if you have to tag the boss. Somebody was saying that they were just in the area and they missed the tag and they got the stuff anyway. I definitely try to tag the boss just to make myself feel better. I'm not brave enough to try out the not tagging it thing. I want to try Evoker, but I don't want to play in dragon form. Don't like the idea of being a lizard. Yeah, it's a problem. Something I ran into as well. No, I guess it is clipping actually. Hang on. There it goes. What? There we go. Okay, never mind. It was just stuck. Get the bags if you participated in the event. Tagging the boss didn't seem needed. Okay. Volcanic rocks? Strange things in my bags. I think he should be spawning any second now. I think he spawns at 1 minute left for some reason. Or at least I saw him do that once. Any luck? No, my theory is kaput. Oh, there he is. 50 seconds. I was wondering if it was like a set timer that starts when the bar is capped. Which is possible. There you go, bags 1, 2, 3. I got the kilt. Basic kilt. So that was, I think, the last and final piece of, like, the standard mog. So now I need the blue pieces, like the Dark Iron blue quality mog that drops from the epic cache. So I'm not done with the event by any means, but I am done with the basic stuff. Oh yeah, I was gonna mog one of my characters in Brewfest stuff. Take a look at the character selection screen and see if any of them are calling out for a makeover. Pop the Bubbles quest, oddly satisfying. Who's gonna look good in a kilt and beret? Maybe a gnome. Maybe one of my gnomes. Ooh, maybe Boy actually. Boy's wearing a mess right now. I think he looks really cute. I did grind those tokens by using alts. I took somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 25 alts. I did Core and Dire Brew for the keg. I did the cooking intro quests for about 55 more tokens, and then I did the Pink Elec quest, available to North America only, for 40 more tokens per character. Took somewhere around 8 minutes per character. Which color is going to suit him? Brew boy! Alright, so, a beret. Oh, gotta be the green. Can I just search Brewfest? No. Annoying. I gotta figure out. I know there were shoulder capes. brewers. Dress, regalia, those are only available during Brewfest. Hang on. There's a kilt for sure. Which, funnily enough, hits above the knee. We'll figure this out. Okay, so far it's not hitting right. I need to look at the I need to look at the list. I need to figure out what I'm missing here. Okay, it's a 4-piece set. There is a belt as well. Let's get the belt going. There we go. It's a belt, beret, shoulder cape, and kilt. Okay. And then dark iron ceremonial. I don't think I have enough of the dark iron stuff to do those weapons yet. So we can just give him some garlic and something here that looks appropriate that, you know, might come in handy for brewing. You can't use maces, otherwise I would stick him with like a stein. He's gonna have some kind of a dagger. Take off his gloves. There must be something I can put him in that's going to, I definitely want, he's gonna need, hang on. I want it to be not robes, because I don't want it to, like, overwrite his kilt. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. Because I kind of like him having his arms out. I don't know. Yeah, he's not wearing a shirt, and I'm too lazy to go buy one so I can mog one. Oh, he's gonna need some feet. He's gonna need some kind of boots. Maybe brown boots. I don't think the whole thing needs to be green. Should they be big brown boots? He just looks so funny. Little leprechaun, yeah. What if we go to the shoulders and we hide one? I'm thinking something. Oh, that's a bit better, actually. All right, he looks a little bit less like a leprechaun at a parade. There we go. I don't want a back piece. I do want the kilt. I like the garlic. I could kind of take or leave the sword. I don't really have anything better to go in that weapon slot. I feel like just something little. I don't want to do anything super big and like focus pulling if it's not going to match anyway. Do I want like a little curved one? Ooh, scary. I think something real short that looks sort of ceremonial, yeah. Oh yeah, we got like some basic old swords there. Okay. Yeah. And then I just need to see if those boots are the finest option in all the land or if there's something else I want to do differently. There's got to be something a little closer. That's a little better. They've got a little bit of shape to them. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's do it. Oh, hang on. He's still got his... He's got herbalism equipment on. There we go. Okay, how cute. Can you not hear the bagpipes? Yeah, definitely the one shoulder for these Brewfest capes makes it look like he's got like a little scarfie on. I think 2 would be too much. Neighborhood ready for sure. Yeah, and then he gets like his little sword sits in his hilt, and then I figure like, oh man, I got garlic. Because I can't help myself. But the garlic doesn't come out by default. That is my uncle. Oh yeah, all right. Real pleased with that. That was worth it. What am I doing with my life now? I was finishing my phase diving weekly. That's right. This mug is great. Yeah, he's wearing that for ages now. He's so adorable. Oh, there must be a brew title I can give him next time I'm on him. Yeah, that's the green color of the Brewfest ensemble that you can get off the ensemble vendor. November food items on the trader next month. I want the baguette dagger. I'm very, very committed to the baguette dagger. Other fast 40 tokens. Haven't been doing the Elix. Yeah, it worked out real good for me. Not this. Oh yeah, that's right. I was running out of phase diving weeklies. Or phase diving world quests. And I was thinking, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to... Oh, you know, we can do the special assignment. That's a phase diving thing. Otherwise, we're gonna have to start looking for rares, or just... You can kill mobs as well if you really want to. Should I go try to do Orith the Dreadful? I feel like it's gonna be hard to get help with him, and I feel like I can't quite solo him. I think I died to it once trying. Yeah, no one really wants it. We should just go the other way. Let's do the weekly. The rares drop Mog you need, most likely. Maybe. Yeah. Not that rare though. He's not on my list. Terrorizing the Gates of Orc. Yeah, I kind of want to go back and read it. Who's trying to get into a little world PvP? Terrorizing the Gates of Orc. Let's go let those orgs know that the Alliance hasn't forgotten.
The Shadow God thinks their untethered agents are beyond
Good
the
stuff.
trust
Good times.
test. They aren't.
Alright, fine. Well, actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit. It teleports me back here, and then I can run over there as myself, because honestly, I would rather kill those two as me than as the vehicle. I hate the vehicle, and I know I can solo those two elites. Especially with, like, power infusion and stuff. Okay, it's gonna be really embarrassing if I die. Talked a big game about how this was easier. Shut up. I also had enough. You know, use some health potions. We're fine. Haven't finished the phase diving weapons collection. There's so many. Yeah, the mount you get's pretty cool though. And I think there's less competition for these orbs now as more people have like kind of finished it. Like I'm not going out of my way to pick them up anymore because I don't need any more Mog from it.
See if you can repair it.
So I want this guy. I'm probably gonna just keep an eye on him for a second, at least until my power infusion and my other cooldowns come back. Maybe clear a little space around him. Hard to find. Set locations. They're in set locations. They have different like kind of respawn times. One thing that I did was I used handy notes and I turned on phase lost and found, and it can mark. Maybe it's not doing it because I'm in combat or something, but it can mark all of the locations of the phase orbs, or at least a bunch of them, on your map, so that you can kind of see where you want to be checking for. It's not like a super complete list of waypoints, but it's pretty good, and at least it gives you something to, some kind of a route to follow. What are you farming? I'm just trying to finish up my phase diving weekly to get some stuff off the vendor. Okay, we're going. shadow burst is, but sound effects gonna hurt. Phase Lost and Found icons is something you can do with handy notes. You go to your handy note settings on your map view. I'll show you again in a second. And you can toggle on tracking for different things. And running NPC scanner would be helpful. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go.
Well done, traveler. Their agents and their equipment.
So in your map, if you have handy notes installed on the top right, you should have this little War Within Treasures and Rares. I guess you need handy notes and then handy notes War Within Treasures and Rares. Pop that on and you have like a list of nearby types of things. Phase Lost and Found. I don't know why it's not doing it. It might be because I have this achievement. I've finished mine already. But when you toggle that on, it should put a bunch of pink spots on your map. Kind of looks like chickenpox. That shows you where they spawn. I for sure cannot do Orth the Dreadful, so I have 83% of this done. And I would like to finish it. Oh, any other rares we can get though? You know what we can do? Speaking of handy notes. Are the purple ones the phase ones? Yeah, maybe. Let me port to a different spot. You could turn things like that off and on, but using the default. My item level is slightly lower than yours. I was close to soloing it. I died the last time I tried it, and I don't think I had a whole lot of gear. I don't think I have a whole lot of extra gear. I'm not. I can kind of do it when I'm like really overgearing stuff, but if it's borderline, I'm probably not going to get it working. I was going to. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to go to that one. See if any of these easier rares are up. Corberath the Ravager is right over here. Is he easier? Actually, I'm not sure. We'll see. He might not be. Maybe I'm misremembering who's killed me and who hasn't. Doesn't look like an elite. No, he should be fine. Definitely has Monk. He could drop me Reshi Mage's Vestments. Oh, that puts me to 90. See if the other one's maybe up on the other side of the phase conduit. We can also check for Sharith the Cursed. Might have some items for me. Yeah, a little bit of gold. One thing I'm not getting because I'm not hanging out here anymore is I haven't been getting my Oh no! Tag it! No! I was so close! Oh. Well, moving on. Angelic Feather. Not enough. Cry. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's nice to know that some things in WoW will never change. I'm pretty sure I had that experience in, like, Wrath, trying to get to a rare before it died. Maybe not, actually. Maybe in Wrath we still had the character-specific mob tagging. Let's see if this one's up. Oh, Urmag's up. I think these treasure chests will also help. I'm just trying to fill up this bar so I can get my coins, spend them, and be done with it. This is a mount I already have, but I'll still get a little bit of credit for doing the rare. $97, huh? Gotta be. Yeah, that'll do it, I think. Yeah, it looks like I need another 21 coins, so 3 more weeks. 2 weeks after this one. But yeah, not hanging out in Koresh means I'm not really getting my Devourer. I'm not noticing the Devourer attacks up whenever they've spawned, so I'm not getting my energy pods. I think I'm at 12 of 20, maybe? I'll get them eventually. I'm a little bummed I got another dupe pet from the Ecodome Koresh thing, like, or the Succession thing. I feel like I have so many of those that, or like I need so many of them that it's a bit rude that I'm getting dupes already. Twice. Alrighty, let's see here. 11, so I can actually buy 2 of these sets. Let's just get 1, 2. I'm not too fussed about trying to figure out everything we're missing at this point. Also getting dupes. There's some transmog. Oh, I feel like I can't get rid of this veteran stuff because later on I'll be able to catalyze it for Mog, but like, oh. Annoying. Alright. That's Koresh sorted for the week. That didn't take too long. Now I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the weekend. I mean, my guildie's trading the dupes around to help each other. That's smart. I don't think I know anybody else. Actually, I don't think any of my guildies or friends are doing it. Maybe they are. I haven't spoken with anybody about it. Most of the people I play with pay pretty minimal attention to pets. Which works out for me because usually, you know, a pet drops in a dungeon. Someone's like, hey, do you want this? Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, you know what I wanted to do is I wanted to check my Koresh Trust Rep. It looks like we just got to 17. Cosmetic weapons. 18 is going to be Augment Rune. 19 is the mount. I could get the cosmetic weapons. I have some resonance crystals. Let's go take a look at what they look like. Real quick. A few collectors so it works out. Nice. Because after this, we're getting back into crackling shards. One way or another. I mean, I could just grind mobs on alts. I don't have to be questing at the same time. I don't even have to have rested.
As if we didn't have enough trouble. Now the mail is backed up.
Yeah.
That
I don't know.
is from your world.
I don't think it sounds like as much fun.
Mail sorting system.
I like doing the weeklies on alts because it's so good for my resonance crystals. Is the rep vendor in here? The rep vendor's in the other room. Over there? Yeah. I haven't spent enough time in this area to like learn where everything is. Koresh multi-tool, phase scoop, arcano charged wrench. I wonder if these are expensive or not. Oh no, don't give me the Valor Stones. I don't need the Valor well, whatever. It's not like I was gonna need the Valor Stones later. There we go. Alright. Interphase scoop. Yeah. Wrench. Multi-tool. Alright. This mount's kind of cool. I like the Vigilante color better, though. Now we're getting new transmog today. Then another half an hour. We'll do one more chance at the Brewfest event, and then we'll be all finished. I think I'm gonna just... I'm debating the urge to like keep using fresh rested XP versus the urge to just finish a character and get her to 80. Because right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that we started that are kind of like in between. The efficient thing to do in terms of Resonance Crystals, Gold, and Experience is keep doing fresh characters. The efficient thing to do in terms of mob farming is probably to pick just like this one and just go kill stuff for 2 more levels, and that'll get her finished leveling and more chances at crackling shards, basically. Because I'll check what Rarity is saying, but it's been a while since we've seen one. And by that I mean we haven't seen one yet from leveling alts out here. But I could go look for kill quests and kill world quests. Yeah, we're less than two levels left to go here. man. It's 20. It's 20 polished pet charms. This is my problem, is I'm incapable of walking past stuff like this. Crackling shards are an item that can very rarely drop off of mobs in the Isle of Dorn area or the Isle of Dorn delves. And you combine 10 of them to make an item that you use to engage the Alunira rare for the Alunira mount. That's what you're after with that. I have 2 out of 10 of them that I earned basically over the course of the first year, whatever we've been in this expansion for. So I need 8 more, and I've been leveling alts in the Aladorn to hope that to kind of like double dip to try to level alts while getting chances at the Crackling Shards. And we've killed 1,000 or so mobs without any luck yet. Could be coming though. I mean, not doing this, but this is for 20 polished pet charms. And look at that, we're done. Wow. Or almost done. One more move. It's just too fast and easy to walk away from. Is this gonna be kill quests? Maybe. Gotta figure out where all the really grindy ones are. There's definitely strategies where you just grind mobs in groups, and that's going to be a lot faster whenever I'm doing. Yeah, 1476 tracked kills and rarities since the last shard I got. 6 shards within the first 2 months of expansion release and nothing since. Oh. That hurts. Yeah, 1477.
I attend to the archive.
What I'm trying to find is quests that are just kill mob quests. I didn't realize how fancy quests got in The War Within. It's been a while since I've done them, but it doesn't seem like it's very often that they're just sending you out to kill 50 mobs. It's a lot more fetching. Yeah, this is not. This is not a kill quest. I should probably just leave. Maybe they have kill quests for me in Rambleshire. I mean, that could give me a ring upgrade. Where's Genocidal Hemet when you need him? Right?
I read about this.
Yeah, I'm not investigating your collapsed tunnel. This is not helping me. We're out of here. At least this quest has you kill a babbling book. Oh, the seagulls. Let's go do the seagulls. I just want like an excuse to be killing mobs. Like another excuse to be killing mobs. It's nice when you have at least an extra one. Two on my main and 1 on 2 different alts. I was hoping that doing the delves while I was leveling was going to be a little bit more profitable. I've heard really good things about people getting these shards from the delves, but I think it's just because those people probably do more delves than me, and they've done these 3 delves quite a few times over the course of the expansion. It's probably a little bit of a different thing than just showing up to the zone and being like, I'm gonna do these once.
Close to the Opal Crag. Thin out their numbers and make them think twice about bothering our equipment.
Anytime we're killing any mobs is good. Also, a lot of her rested has come back, so maybe she will be able to keep rested most of the way through, getting... to 80. I thought I was being so cool when I was like, listen, any else that I haven't touched by the time I get all 10 shards are on the chopping block, but Now I'm starting to think that all of my alts are going to be 80 before I get like my next shard. You know, we got 4 of them to about halfway there. That didn't seem to take a whole lot of doing. Did my weekly Mythic Jailer run? Raid takes so long to get through that I'm just about over the mount. Yeah. I do have Seasbarg. I did that one, what was it, last week? Week before? Recently. I've been trying to catch up on these, like, Season 1 mounts. And we got the Cinder Pollen mount in about a stream. And we got the Seasbarg in about, you know, a week's worth of streams. And then this one is my new personal hell. On all mine from the Rubians, farming blood and chitin. Farming chitin in this zone. Yeah, I heard about people doing that. Or like getting it while they were farming their bee. And I did get one of my 2 shards while I was farming the bee. But given how long I'd spent out there, 1 shard didn't really feel like a good enough rate. But I guess I've spent a few days since and not seen any more of them. Never give in. Never surrender.
That should keep them at bay for now. Eating all that is not good for them anyway.
Not doing... Well, am I doing that? Getting only mildly sidetracked, but... Let's do her with a critter team, huh? 2 from shard farming, 1 from general questing. Somebody was telling me, and I've heard stories about people that... people that use the Isle of Dorn to level all of their alts, and they just kind of habitually level alts through questing in this zone that they got enough shards for their mount and then some, like shards for the mount 2 or 3 times over just from leveling and questing out here. I thought, well, how many alts are you really leveling? Seasbarg is the one that wants the 1.5k chitin. All 4 of my shards dropped in the Beewolf area. Yeah. It's easier to farm mobs in that area, especially if you're in a group. They're dense, they respawn quickly, and people are always trying to do them for skinning and for skinning and farming and stuff. I just don't want to. I'm just being stubborn about it at this point. I said I wasn't gonna. We may end up having to put this in Ice during Remix, though. Hey, Hazel. Hello, Sean. How you doing? Happy Friday. Hope your weekend's going well. If your weekend begins on Friday. I figured if I was gonna do this world quest anyways, for like a quality upgrade stone to save for later. Because I think all my pets are blue quality, but it doesn't hurt to have an extra one. I may as well also take a family battler strat through it. Because I never did Kazalgar Family Battler, but I did import strats and scripts recently, so I'm all set up to do it. I just need to, like, hammer it out. If you were really stubborn, you would do this over Remix. Yeah, but that's being stubborn at the expense of my livelihood. I feel like Remix streams will probably do better than watch Hazel not get shards in Isle of Dorn streams. And I need to save money for my house. So I think that we'll go in and Remix and have a good time there. I think it'll be fun. There we go. Now this will give me an upgrade. It won't really be killing mobs, but it will give me an upgrade that I can use while I'm questing elsewhere. Remix October 7th, so we have another 2 weeks or so. Best way to level battle pets? Depends. I like to just do pet dailies like I just did for charms, and then use the charms to purchase a battle training stone. 35 pet charms will buy you an ultimate battle training stone that levels you all the way up to, oh, this is not what I meant to do. From 1 to 25. So I just kind of earn charms and spend them. Not the only thing you can do, though. You can definitely use 2 pet strategies. That's what I used to do. 2 pet strategies for different daily quests, or even for something like Super Squirt Day whenever it's up. With experience bonuses to catch up pets. I've done that before, too. We had a North American Super Squirt Day quite recently. Yeah, if you don't have any max level pets at all, then you'll have to level 1 first. One thing you could do, though, I think you can just purchase a level 25 pet. Any level 25 pet in the auction house. And then you would have a level 25 pet. Sir Galveston during Pet Battle Bonus Week. Another good strategy. There we go.
Nothing is better than a leveled field and a
It's
happy
538. That'll help me do a bit of damage. Oh, next one, 83 days in the US. Gotcha. I was wondering about 8 days because I was like, didn't we just have one? Didn't think you can use the 25 pet till you've leveled one. I could be mistaken. I've never had a chance to try it on my account because I leveled them up pretty much right away when they released pet battles. I miss your pet battle tournaments. My tournaments? My pet battle. What? What did I do? I don't remember that. Like when I did the in-game pet battle tournaments? You did pet battle tournaments. Yeah, it's news to me too. I don't know that I... Maybe I did actually. Maybe I did one once a long time ago. I've never been to Alaska, no. It's funny, I have a couple of like tourism shirts from like Alaska or Alaskan parks, but I bought them all secondhand. I've never actually been. Did a stream in Shadowlands for a stream. Yeah, maybe I did something. I had something to give away. These pet battle tournaments are legendary. A variety thing. With the Garrison Stone, you can get your first 25. Because if you could... Because you could also... The other thing you could do is if you want a stone and you don't want to do the Garrison thing, you could just get Polished Pet Charms by doing Pet Battle World Quests with level 1 pets. They'll scale down to you. Get your Pet Charms that way, buy a stone, bada bing, bada boom. I have no memory of this. Do you speak French? No, not really. Do most Canadians? Depends on where you live. Some areas will have higher concentrations of French speaking. I live in British Columbia on Vancouver Island, so I'm about as geographically far from French Canada as you can get. There are still French-speaking people here, at least in the cities. In Victoria, you'd occasionally pass people speaking French, but I did not. I took French in school. I took French through high school, so I learned a little bit, but I could not really speak very well. Pickles919, thanks for the 52-month resub. Appreciate it. I have some of my fondest memories of Hazel's famous pet battle tournaments. I feel like we're well on our way to implanting a memory in my mind. Don't remember. I know I usually hide from organizing any kind of community events like the Plague because I am not an administratively inclined kind of person. Coordinating people is kind of my worst nightmare, so I don't do like transmog contests or mount-offs or anything like that because I cannot manage it. I'm just not compatible. I'd much rather like play the game solo and just chat with you guys on Twitch while you also play the game solo. Works for me. 1,500 attempts since the last Crackling Shard. Not even counting anything that we killed in, not even counting anything that we might have killed in, whatchamacallit, Delves. I'm gonna abandon the Wolpertinger quest. We definitely don't need that. I would do the Delves again, and it would be a good way to like get the extra weekly done if I had any belief that it was for sure going to have chances at dropping the shards for me while I'm leveling. I know other people have said they got them, and I'm sure they're right. I need to see it happen for myself. I need to see it to believe it. Next pet battle week, shall start my PvP pet battle achievement grind. Oh man, you really are going for completionism. You could read that as both I don't like it and also the Plague was a community event, but I didn't organize it. We usually do our best to not facilitate any Plague-like activities. Maybe Rambleshire has kill quests? I really thought there was going to be more of them up here, because I know people talk about leveling their alt through the Isle of Dorn. And I guess maybe there's more later on in the campaign. I should try it and find out, I suppose. What do you want? Please ask me to kill things. Are these just breadcrumbs? Reminds me of the Undercity Plague. I want to do Warfronts for the appearances, but it's near impossible queuing for it. I think that people have complained enough times that Blizzard has somewhere on a whiteboard some notion about letting people solo queue for that kind of thing. If they haven't done it already, I feel like I read something about it once. I don't know what that one is. Well, they want me to kill one thing. Suppose I can do that. And his friends. Nope. Done with Brewfest? Yay! Almost. I still need to do my daily for the mount, and I still need to do the hourly event for more of the event mog. Like the cooking event things, but I got all the tokens. It took about a stream and a half, so like 4.5 hours worth of taking alts through the intro quests, and we got our 3,200 charms. Not too bad. Okay, well that's finished. No, we'll see. But I'm a little worried that this campaign is going to take me out of Isle of Dorn. There's only another chapter. I guess there's one more chapter left. There's only 3 chapters of the Isle of Dorn campaign. But in another 15 minutes or so, I'm gonna do the hourly event one more time. Wait, where did he go? There was a rare here. Maybe if I can tag it before I phase. I'm a little afraid I'm gonna phase. There we go. Alright, I wonder if I can actually beat it. I didn't really think this through. I think I've died to stuff like this before. No, we can do this. This is fine. Darn it. Like your jumper? No, it's a deer, but I remember seeing an elk on the front lawn and it was huge. Bigger than a Land Rover. Is that like a Mars rover? I guess I don't know how big a Mars rover is. Apparently we get elk in this area. I haven't seen one yet, but I've heard from neighbors that they come around occasionally, and I'm so excited for the day that I one day see one because I've heard they're enormous. I do have some side quests in here. We'll do the main quest to see if there's any more kill quests before the end of the zone in this 3rd chapter here. I bet Moose is excited to have an elk friend. Given how he reacted to horses, I don't know what he's going to do when he sees an elk. Probably stare at it. With great curiosity. I live near Estes Park. Have a herd that will wander through town. Oh. Sounds cool.
I see you return alone.
I'm still waiting for the day I see a bear. I've seen bear poop, which is exciting, but not as exciting as seeing a bear. A little stinkier. What is an elk with a combat horse?
We have bad news.
Greetings, Outlander.
Do you have
Outlander, I will accompany
No, that's the end of it. They're sending me into the Ringing Deeps, so I'm not doing that. We're staying in the Isle of Dorn. let's go try the 3 shields. Maybe that's better. From Colorado, loved going up to Estes Park. I'll get these mobs in BFA remix. Or those mobs in BFA remix. Yeah. Oh, the Warfront ones, yeah. That mob is that NPC is like in a house somewhere, and I am too easily turned around to figure out how to get in there, so I just abandon them every time. There's an oddball in Dornegal, and they're just gonna have to be odd by themselves. I can't help them with that. Big hiker, seen all kinds of corvidae, including moose and elk, but never a bear and never a big cat. I'm not sure if I want to see a big cat. I want to see a bear from like the safety of my home. You know, through a nice window maybe. The big cats, I feel like. I guess if it was, again, through a window, although it would make me nervous about being outside. They're cool, but spooky. Oh boy, ouchie. Okay, oh jeez. Alright, I don't think I can fight that rare. I think we're gonna have to leave that one alone. He's kind of big and scary. Oh, he's level 80. He doesn't scale down, that's why. Windows stop bears? Unless they're incredibly motivated to pass through the window, yes. I'm assuming in most cases, if a bear is looking at a house with a window and it's looking at like the rest of the world, it's not going to try and go straight through a window. Same way the windows stop dogs. It's like, well, no, not if they really want to go through it. But, you know, 9 times out of 10, you got a dog inside, it's not going through the window. Maybe even more than 9 times out of 10. Lots of bears camping in Pennsylvania years ago, including one of my campsites. I'm gonna leave that question alone just because Universal. It's not a bad question, but we have a pretty strict no politics rule, generally speaking, that we try to keep to more or less, and I don't see any way that that's not going to get immediately political. There we go. I'm also kind of a simple person. I don't really have strong opinions. I'm that naive person that just wants people to get along and stop ruining each other's lives. Moose, bear, big cats need to be seen from afar. But like, what if they're in your yard? You know, it's not like you can just leave. Move out. Alright, they want me to kill 12 Gorlocks. We're finally in business. Oh, my poisons are almost up. 1510 of 1,000 attempts on this next crackling shard. Any minute now. Peace, please. We've got the Brewfest event starting in another 8 minutes or so. Have to pick a character, ideally an alliance one, just because I know that my alliance in my server is going to be a little better. Oh, I want to see them from afar. Blasting music might help. I think my plan is if I see them in my yard to just stay inside until they leave. Ow, ow, ow. How come my rogue almost always almost dies to stuff? I did proc my cheat death at some point. Ugh. Any way to make ATT stop counting the heirloom upgrades? Yeah, I think that if you go into the settings for all the things, you can uncheck heirlooms. Here. Under account-wide things, you uncheck heirlooms and it'll stop worrying about it. Yeah, because rogue. Bummed there's no quick and easy way to Ironforge for Brewfest the way there is to Oregon Stormwind. Yeah, it's a little annoying. I've been going to... I mean, it's just Portal Jockey. You know, you go from Stormwind to Borealis and then to Ironforge. It's just one extra step, but it is annoying that you have to do the extra step. And I suppose if the character has never been to BFA, then you wouldn't have that portal unlocked. Because you have to do like a couple quests to do it. But most of my alts are all set on it. Yeah, no problem. Oh, it's unlocked in alts already? Why did I feel like I had to do... Maybe I'm confusing it with something else that I had to unlock on alts. I think now I'm just farming mobs. I'm just hoping for the best here. Find out what they want from me over here.
Fine day for some tinkering, don't you think?
We will persevere.
No, you don't need to do flight paths manually, because if you use your warband map to everything all at once... Oh no, actually, you don't even need to do that. Flight paths are automatically account-wide now. They're all completely account-wide. I'm 90% sure. And if they're not, then the warband map to everywhere all at once would do it. None of my alts have been to BFA. I've been using it. There you go. Yeah, that's true. Dark Iron Dwarf can just mole machine at the front. I did that once in one of my alts. It was kind of fun.
State your business.
Yeah, I got to level 79. That's something. Oh, I did it. Wow. Well, we got just 4 minutes before the event starts to kick up here.
Many deals for a friend of the company like you.
Keen for Legion Remix? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, friend of the ground.
Didn't know about Stormwind to Borealis. I've been flying from Stormwind to the Fest. Isn't too long. Yeah, I bet with Dragon Riding it's a lot faster than it used to be. Yeah, be a Dark Iron Dwarf mage with engineering. You'll have all the portals. You'll never be stuck. Take her back to Dornigal for the moment. Wish they'd expand on Dreamwalking the same way they do Dark Iron Mole Machines.
I have calibrated my prices.
Yeah.
to be reasonable.
More or less got all that sorted out. Can't wait to see where all the Harrenir roots are. Oh, do Harrenir get teleports just like Dark Irons do? This guy's gonna do the cooking thing. When I'm on an alt, I simply forget how to travel. Dalaran Hearthstone's used a lot. I used to carry around a bunch of teleport items, like my Borealis teleport ring that I unlocked ages ago on my gnome, but I think I at some point lost my mojo to hold on to it. I think I was worried I was going to vendor it out of my bags. I think if he does... Hang on. I think if I pick up my 85 tokens, I can buy the last thing I need here. Or at least the last thing I need on the vendor. Because we got all the major stuff that was new from this year, but I was missing one pair of goggles that are moggable now that they're white quality. Who's got their Delver's HQ portal? Just got the weird angles customization for my dirigible. HQ portal. I don't know that I have that. Is it from finishing the journey, or how do you get it? Rachel will be teleporting to the various roots of world trees and mother trees. Oh, that's cool. It's on the journey. Gotcha. Oh, I still made it here early. One step from finishing. Oh yeah, that's where I'm at. I have oh, I must have an add-on of this character. Couple more. The Ether Gate. Got the band to play in the Grim Guzzler. Nice. I think I'm just gonna hang out and cook. Well, I don't think I'm gonna go get ingredients. I'm gonna let everybody else do that. get these Stein things. Bottomless Brewfest Stein. Fill up the Stein with one brew, unequip and re-equip, then manually refresh your collection once it is registered, move on to the next brew and repeat. Kegs. Fill up your brew Stein in a keg. Pull up a Wowhead comment for this. There's gotta be something. Buy your tankard, equip, fill with a collected brew, relog, refresh, drink, repeat. River and Steppe is Horde, Thunder and Barley Brew is Alliance, Gordok is both factions. Gotcha. I'm playing an RP server, so this spot is chaos to me. Yeah, pretty fun. I need a bunch more stuff. Here we go. I shall cook. As soon as there are ingredients, I shall make things. Storm Rage's PvE and it's still crashing. Good day, Hazel. Good day to you. Welcome. Hope you're having a lovely day. I am almost finished with stream for the day. We're about at where we normally end. I'm just going to do this event one more time for chances at the Mog you get from the Epic Cache. Ooh, blinked too far. More in line with Real World Oktoberfest. Do I reload? Do I have ingredients? I don't think so. Is my job still cooking?
What can I get for you today?
Let's pick up the cooking one again. Missed an opportunity by adding berets in black, green, and brown, but not raspberry. Huh. I feel like that's a reference that is going straight over my head. We're restocking the people on pretzels. Oh, it's a Prince song from the 80s. Yep, straight over my head. Cooking the pretzel always seems to bug out for me at needing to do it 3 of 5 or 4 of 5, but soup works. Well, that's annoying. I've never had that happen to me. Looks like they just need pretzels. One, 2, 3, 4. And then salt. And then the bread. And then the oven. For a second I was worried I would like jinxed it. And now I have my pretzel. What if everybody around can knead it, and that's why it's finishing faster? That can't be right. Ah, we're done anyway. I can stop making pretzels. And we wait. So where do you get the tankard from? Okay, so these things... Oh, so the Brewfest Stein thing is not even transmoggable. It's just a weird sort of artifact in all the things because of the way it tracks item IDs. So I could do it to make it stop showing in all the things, but I otherwise don't need to worry about it. $10 tokens, one of the vendors. Gotcha. Pretty easy. Yeah, maybe tomorrow then, because I'm going to buy these goggles. The romance goggles. Once I've got the 15 tokens from doing this. See if that cuts down my list of stuff. And then I'll get another 10 tokens from something else. You get 15 tokens from doing this event. 1.5 each time you do it. It's from the green box. Server Shard I am is packed. Someone threw down a Mantle Portal to Dornegal on Grita. Oh no. Oh man. Yeah, I mean if the bar's filled, then that's all you really need. That's annoying though. There's not a whole lot to do except for dance on the table. With my frog. With my puddle hopper. I love Pet Walker, it's great. Not usually one to do these events, but I want all the black kilt mog. Nice. Yeah. I want the, I mean, I guess I just want to finish the list, but I want the, Dark Iron, the blue weapon mogs from this. The portable forge, the mace, that kind of thing. The ensemble actually seemed to drop pretty quickly for me. I was getting pretty reliably 1 piece per event. Kind of nice. They're sellable. Oh, interesting. No idea how expensive. Dark Iron. Let's see. Undermine Exchange. Forge? Dark Iron Portable Forge. Let's check that one. So, 5k on Lightbringer. 400 gold somewhere on an NA realm. It looks like if I wanted the back piece, I would go to Storm Rage, and I would spend 400 gold, and then I could get it that way. So if I wanted to be done with running this event, actually, I could probably just look for cheap blues to buy, and then not worry about this anymore. That's kind of appealing. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Especially because they're only going to get cheaper. At least for a little while, anyway. Checking the different realms using a website called undermine.exchange. Oh, hey, got the crossbow. One less thing to buy. Oh. I see me on your stream. Okie dokie. I am going to wrap up for the day. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I appreciate your company. Good luck with Brewfest. Happy Friday, and hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.